Alright, what's up y'all, it's Lake2 here. As you can see by the title of today's video, we have day 2 of the global challenge, Paris Trap only. So, we already did the day 1 video if you guys want to see that. It's 4 hours worth. I actually don't even know what this one's going to be as I'm recording the intro, but it was a lot of long games. So, I will say it's probably even longer, potentially. So, we'll see about that. But anyway, for those of you that are interested in the playstyle though, this is essentially a video to let you see the insight of the good and the bad of my gameplay, as well as this team in general, and let you see into the hard Paris Trap style, if you will, or the committed to Paris Trap style. So basically, as you can see, we have a very defensive team, as well as we have a 3-move Snorlax so that you can use things like Last Resort a little bit quicker, so not having to use all 3 of the other moves. Instead, you just have to use 2. And we use Snorlax as the anti-Trick Room team guy, where basically against something like a Farigiraf, we can let them get the Trick Room up, and then we're the slowest mon on the field, and then hit something like Encore into them, so they have to keep using the Trick Room. So other than that, we have Shuka Berry, Incineroar for obviously things like Garchomp, and it just so happened it's the only item we have left that we can actually like fathomably put it on. And then obviously, you know, same old for all the other sets that you guys have seen on the channel, with like the Sableye Gengar being a really big staple for our squad. Kamo-O currently running Rest and Lumberry, where it's going to be able to heal its HP all the way back to full as long as we survive whatever attack it's going to be taking for the turn. So some value there for sure. We're not really 100% that that's like the best play, but still, it's been working out decently for me. Maybe there's better utility though, all things considered. But anyway, as far as the stat spread, if you guys were looking to copy the team, here you go. We have a defensive Sableye in order to be able to tank like things like struggles and stuff like that even better, as well as running Focus Sash for the sake of special attacks, but then not for obviously physical attacks, and we can take a lot more of those easily. So really interesting thing I will say of recap in this video, of something that stands out to me. We played a lot of Trick Room teams and no Mega Floettes for day 2. That was crazy to see, like 0 Mega Floette play at all. So a lot of plethora of just weird teams that we're playing against in this one. I don't want to give away the results to you guys or spoilers or anything like that, because some people might want to watch this for entertainment purposes as well. Let's just say I do want to give you a spoiler, but I don't want to say anything that would tip off the ideas. If you want to skip spoilers, just skip like 10 seconds right here. I'm gonna say something and boom, just skip 10. So long story short, guys, a little bit tougher of a game, tougher of a day than the one before in yesterday. That's basically all I wanted to say in the prefacing of things. We won't give away any more spoilers or anything like that. It's just, like I said, yes, keep that in mind. So anyway, that's all. I'll catch you guys at the end with some post commentary and do some breakdowns on some stuff. But yeah, as for the gameplay, I'm gonna just let you see it. You can decipher things. We'll take a lot of my favorite games from the day and end up probably making videos out of them too as individual ones. Like you will see in today's vid, I'm posting yesterday's Snorlax gameplay of him versus a Trick Room team as well as its own entity as a video. So I will still use a lot of these games that we do for the vids. It's just that I do still want to let you guys see the big bulk of gameplay and allow yourself to like kind of decipher the moves that I'm doing, whether they're good plays, bad plays, or truly if the Paris Trap game and limit is just there, or if this team can really perform elite against like, you know, sweaty competition. I was playing this in a stretch of 3:30 a.m. to 7:30 a.m., which unfortunately, obviously degenerate hours for the Americans, but it's prime time for the Japanese as well. So in my opinion, those guys are the best at Pokemon. Simply put, they're always at the top of the leaderboards. And yeah, we're just kind of going straight into the fire with this and playing in degenerate American hours while also playing in primetime Japanese hours. So yeah, we'll see how this goes, obviously. But I didn't want to back down from that, and I wanted to commit to this whole 3 days in a row of the 15 games video. And that's the only way I would have got it done, is to be able to get it done in this time frame. Otherwise, I'd probably be going to sleep or something like that as well. So anyway, that's all. I'm gonna leave you to the live count from here. I'll catch you then with the post commentary. But PS, also, I forgot to mention, if you guys could drop a like on the video if you do enjoy it at any point in this video, I would appreciate it. All right, that's all. Bye. All right, y'all. So I'm starting this a little bit later than I did on the last one. Last one I started like right at 9 p.m. Central Time, which is much sooner, and is much more in our American region, if you will, as far as time that people would be playing. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I'm afraid of these Japanese players quite a bit. I think a lot of them are extremely good and quite a bit better than us, to be real with you. And man, there's a lot of them out at this time of day. I'm recording this at 3:30 a.m. Central Time, which is literally 5 p.m. in Japan. So we're in their territory pretty hard, but I do want to still commit to like the concept of dropping this video as like a big bulk, like, you know, 15 games. So the only way I'm going to be able to do that and still upload it and not be super dead tired is to start right now. So let's get into this. Let's just hoop and forget about what our competition is going to be and just put our best foot forward. All right. So into the first game here. We have Farigiraf, Sneasler. All right, this is big Snorlax value. The low kick and close combat from, you know, low kick T-Tar, close combat Sneasler is what's threatening into that slot for sure. Garchomp, Gyarados, not too big a deal, and Aegislash, not that bad either. Do we even bring Sableye at all is the real question. I don't think he's necessary. He's not great into Aegislash, and then, I mean, it's really good into Sneasler, however, I must say. I don't typically do this, but I think we're going with this combo on the lead. The low kick could be pretty threatening, though. Maybe, what if we go Instant instead? It hurts us in the regards of if Sneasler is on the lead, too, and we can't fake out if it's Farigiraf. So yeah, a bit of Trick Room threat for sure. I think it could be Instant Prim as the other compartments here. It's always kind of scary not bringing Sableye, to be real with y'all, but I think this is the right way to go about it. If I were to go... Although, what are the odds they actually go Farig plus Sneasler? It is their fake out. It is their fake out indeed. But if it's Sneasler... Okay. Let's do this. A little bit of a last-second panic, to be real with you. Gosh, dude, the whole Sneasler, like, into our normal type, like, you know, Snorlax is kind of threatening, so I want to at least bring Sableye, but then the problem is Sableye doesn't threaten much if it's something like, let's say, Farigiraf on the field. So they go T-Tar instead. Okay. Now, low kick is still threatening, unfortunately, and now they have 2 threats. So, fortunately, though, that does mean, I think what we do here is go Mega Protect plus Perish with Prim. I think it's a no-brainer. And then we get Snorlax in on the slot of Gengar, and then hit the slow flip turn with Prim. However, since Prim is 60 base speed, Prim is going to be speed tied with Farigiraf, which is really, really unfortunate, to be real with you. But, oh well, I think we have to dance around this a little bit, to be real with you. I think it's our main good play here. So because we're being threatened with damage in both slots, we definitely go with something like this. I guess if you could argue it might be obvious that that's the case and that they should do some damage into Prim too, but I don't really know what T-Tar can even do, and I don't think we're that threatened by Farigiraf. Rock Slide flinches wouldn't be ideal here, if being honest. Okay, they go Protect on T-Tar, which is very nice, all things considered. And Psychic on Farigiraf, okay. Switching in Sableye is like kind of interesting here, but I gotta think what the count is gonna do ahead of time here. So, count at 3. We just protected Gengar, so we're gonna have to switch him out and flip turn right now. They did just protect with T-Tar, so chances are I could potentially go like flip turn into that slot. I mean, right now this is a safe switch. It's just that like I gotta think how we're gonna maneuver around Gengar's Perish, like, or not Perish count, but how we're gonna maneuver around the tick of the clock, like, cause it's at 3 right now. I mean, like I said, Sableye's a decent play, but low-key this kind of covers us a little bit better. I know Psychic is still gonna do damage though, but it's like, I think it's necessary. Now, where do we flip turn? I feel like it's going to be T-Tar here. He just protected. I mean, what are the chances that they even go for a double, let alone even, like, succeed in it? Alright, let's see. No ability to fake out makes this Perish Trap quite a bit harder, I must say. Okay, they go Mega Tyranitar, which is now going to be guaranteed faster than our Prim. Rock Slide Flinch would hurt quite a bit here, for being completely honest. Alright, they go Knock Off onto Snorlax. Huge damage. Wow. Okay. And then Psychic as well, so they doubled up into the slot. Okay. Alright, and Prim went after, as in, is faster than their Farigiraf. However, I feel like that probably just means that we speed tied, to be completely honest. What if we just kind of sacrifice Snorlax here? I feel like it might be necessary. Or debatably, I could hit a slow on... Yeah, I mean, or we go double protect, but then the problem is that Gengar is going to be vulnerable again. So I feel like in some sense we need to do some form of like disabling and encoring. So it was just knockoff, which we could disable into... Nah, we're going to have to sacrifice Snorlax here and just leave him vulnerable. And I think what we do is we are going to encore whatever Farigiraf wants to do and protect Gengar on this turn. Although, wait, no, let me think about this better. Because we have all 4 Mons alive, Sableye included. And if we just double protect right here, we can just double hard switch the next turn. So I think that's a much better play. Keep Snorlax alive while being at it as well. We probably go Prim into the Snorlax spot for a low kick, and then also go Sableye into Gengar for the Psychic. Is how I think we should go about this for sure. Okay, yeah, because they're both new to the field, so we can go with that double protect. Count will hit 1, and then we just double switch and take out the 2 big threats, and now Sableye can be useful while Farigiraf ends up out of the field as well. So yes, knock off very likely into Gengar, boom. We have no leftovers on Snorlax currently, and honestly, a pretty smart play by the opponent right now would be to switch up the roles right there. Although, actually that's kind of clean. I'm trying to think. Because it actually was pretty good play in general. Maybe that means they don't have low kick at all. Let me think about what the damage just was that was being threatened right there. So like Psychic into that slot. However, with Sandstorm, Sableye is going to lose his Focus Sash anyway. But honestly, regardless of how this works, it's not that bad. I think either way, they both switch in pretty comfortably to whatever comes in here. And it's not going to be that threatening anyway. Because realistically, they both can't touch Prim that well. And then, like, knockoff would do pretty good damage. So I guess we'll just see how that goes. And we're just going to go based off of what they did last turn as far as our switch in here. But they could just switch it up on us and, like, change what they do here. Alright, so they're going to be targeting big damage into somebody with the Helping Hand knockoff, probably. Rock Slide. Miss on Sableye, okay. This is going to do big damage on Prim still. No Citrus Pop, but does Sandstorm Chip make it do so? Yes. Nice. It's actually very, very nice. Because now Sableye is going to have a Fake Out available on this turn, and we can hit Perish on the back too, as well. So we've done this really good. And we know their Mega's out the way as well. So we have Mega T-Tar down with also Farigiraf, who has made Sableye unusable so far in the fight, but we switched him in at the perfect time right now to be able to get a Fake Out and set up for Perish on whoever's in the back two right here. So Sneasler, probably a Fake Out. However, now we might just have to go double protect is the thing. Because it's possible that their Sneasler just fakes out my Prim. So if we go double protect, I think that ensures Primarina to be able to actually get something off right here. Because we could either encore or disable Sneasler. So if it goes for Dire Claw, we just disable it. And if it goes for Fake Out, we encore it. Simple as that, really. I would have loved to have hit Fake Out, but I just don't think that's the way we can do this right now. So I think this is the more ensured way to actually be able to pull this off. How could they troll me here if they have Feint, I guess? Probably, like, you know, Sneasler Feint. I don't even know if that's a thing. Okay, it's not. Anyway. Alright, let's see Fake Out from Sneasler. That'd be really nice. Then we can just encore him. Simple as that. Dire Claw, so we're going disabled. No doubt about it. No-brainer. And then they end up in shield form as well here, so they're a little bit exposed. And they go Shadow Ball into Prim as well. Okay. I do think we're fine right there, to be real with you. I think we're fine. So I think we go Disable plus Perish. At least I feel like this is the easy way to go about it. I want to think if I'm fumbling this, though, because if they do double target into Prim and, like, I mean, if one alone takes the KO, or if they were to, Nah, I just think this is the simple answer, probably. It's a little risky, though, because Aegislash is hard to deal with Gengar. Alright, where they could troll me here is if they go with something different than Dire Claw, and were, for instance, to go with, like, Close Combat, predicting this play right here. Okay, they didn't. Alright, so I think we should be fine now. Oh, and they go into Sableye with the Shadow Ball. This is going to do huge damage. Okay, bet. Didn't think we'd survive that because we don't have any special defense invested in the Sableye, but I guess the HP's carrying us enough for that, so. Alright, well this should be simple now. We should be able to double protect. Sneasler can't click Dire Claw. They'd have no damage into Prim. I think we're pretty set up here. Oh, okay, bet they forfeit. Alright, let's go. Nice. Good game. Good way to start here with day 1, or day 2, I should say. Game 1, day 2. See how much this puts us up. 13. Okay. Alright. Well, solid first game, for sure. Alright, going into game 2 here, I wanted to wait for the heater to stop running. It was low-key probably pretty loud, even still, with the door closed. So, anyway, into the next one. We're being threatened by 4 different Mega Potentials. What's most likely? Probably Venusaur, to be real. I don't think that thing functions like non-Sun otherwise. They might not like it, though, to be fair, but that's usually pretty threatening into Prim. Incin is great value here into majority of the team, whether it's walling Rotom, walling Venusaur, and then also still Intimidate value into the 3 physical attackers at the bottom as well. Is Snorlax? I don't think so, particularly. And we definitely want Combo for the sake of T-Tar, plus also being able to take a KO on Garchomp. So if I were to go Gengar Sableye, we played against a Mega Venusaur day 1, and we were able to, like, kind of hit it with Encore Disable, but it took a long time to get that online. And Rotom's still also threatening too. So we do something like this, where we definitely need Combo. We go Sableye on the lead. We're only trolled by, like, a specific lead that they would bring out, like T-Tar. Well, to be fair, yeah, I mean, T-Tar Garchomp could be pretty threatening. Maybe for that reason, we need Prim. Here, let's do this. We're going a different route here. We're dropping Sableye. And we're going to go with Prim Gengar combo. This is vulnerable to Venusaur or Rotom on the lead, to be fair. And it might actually get us cooked. But I felt like we needed all the 4 that we brought, unfortunately. Let's see it, though. It probably is Venusaur, isn't it? Wow, yeah. The exact 1 lead that I didn't want to see. Ah, man, that's tough. I think we need to leave Gengar vulnerable first turn. Yeah, it's either that or we protect plus switch out. I mean, low-key, a switch into Incin while going, like, Mega and Protect doesn't seem that bad. So we're going to hard switch here. Unfortunately, no Intimidate value, though. Literally none. But it creates an opening with the Fake Out next turn. Slash, we could also disable if it's something threatening. This is very likely a Sludge Bomb into this slot right here, right now. We're off to a pretty bad start, being honest. You know, realistically, what I maybe could have and should have done is go Perish plus still go into Incineroar, but I guess it just didn't feel like good synergy, but that probably could have been a good way to go about this. Because like I said, we're leaving Incin pretty vulnerable just to maybe protect with Gengar when maybe neither of them even hit into our slot. Who knows? So, let's see it though. I mean, maybe it's Electro Web or something like that too. It is indeed Mega Venusaur. Alright, I mean, chances are it's very likely to be Poison. Man, I really tricked myself into bringing Prim. I don't know. Would have been so good to go Sableye Gengar here. Let's see it. It's Electro Web for speed control into Gengar. Okay. Barely any damage, obviously. We don't really care about the speed in that regard. They go Earth Power. Alright, we disable that. 100% we disable that right now. And then we Fake Out the Rotom, I think. Should be the easy play. Because, yeah, I mean, that's pretty threatening damage. And then we don't really have the ability to set up Perish right now anyway. Unless we go Fake Out into Venusaur and then set up Perish right now and then disable Venusaur next turn. I think that could be pretty clean. Let's do that. Let's do that. I think that sounds pretty good, and I'm pretty sure that's how it's going to work with the Encore. Unless it goes Protect. But even if it protected, that wouldn't matter. We're still in the same exact situation. Okay. Alright, so we can disable next turn. They go Electro Web again. Oof. I didn't think about this, though. Let's load up Calc fast. Gengar. Versus Venusaur. They could even double. Oh, that's actually pretty threatening again. I'd probably go double protect here anyway. But Gengar -1 speed still outspeeds Venusaur, especially with the fact that I'm timid nature. But if they drop my speed again, me and Venusaur are speed tied. I think we're gonna do this simple. We're gonna go with the double protect and plus parting shot on the next one. Now, Rotom with Volt Switch would be a little concerning, but maybe it's Scarf Rotom. I think that's pretty possible considering that it's using Electro Web. So I feel like that should be something that we would like plan on here. But shoot, I guess we'll find out right here. Pretty likely, once again, to be Earth Power from Venusaur now, I'd assume. If this is Electro Web from Rotom, I think we 100% do the parting shot tech. I think we're going to do that regardless anyway, though. Yeah, I mean, pretty likely that this thing is Scarfed. And then what, Earth Power right here? Yeah, into Incin. Okay. Now, I know for a fact Venusaur has to be faster than Incineroar, 100%, like, no doubt about it. So, we should be able to pull this off, I think. We go... Who do we like in here? I don't really want to take the Electro Web on Prim, and Prim could still be pretty valuable into, like, Garchomp and T-Tar in the back. Granted, so would Kamo-O, but maybe this is something we can actually still pull off. And then I think we for sure parting shot into Venusaur. If we even survive. This is Shuka Berry Incin, though, to be fair. So, let's go with this. Good play, I think. The only way we get cooked right here is if I could have had the opportunity to parting shot into the Rotom, who is Scarfed, that we believe. And, okay, yeah, I was going to say if Venusaur hit Protect, but it didn't hit Protect anyway, so we're chilling. Okay. Okay, I was going to say if it Earth Powers into Kamo-O, it's understandable, but it still wouldn't be that problematic. Alright, we live that easy and then cut down its special attack. In theory, I think we could go Rest on Kamo-O. But if a double protect just makes more sense, yeah, his HP is way too good to be considering doing something stupid like that. So I think that's what we want to do right here, for sure. Just go double protect. We're going to have to leave Gengar vulnerable. If we believe this is Scarf Rotom, that means we don't think it's Scarf Garchomp. And they have no more Fake Out in the back either. So Perish Song could at least be got off with Gengar at the very least. What I was going to say is we could consider switching Kamo-O right now into Incineroar so that we could threaten Fake Out on the next turn. However, I don't think there's much point to doing so. And also, I don't know, if it's not Scarf Rotom, I guess we'll find out right now because it's definitely going to want to try and Volt Switch. So, like, I mean, what would be a genius play is if it isn't Scarf Rotom. No, but it was going faster than Gengar off rip, so it's definitely Scarf Rotom. There's no doubt about it at all. Okay, yep, indeed, Electro Web. I'm not gonna lie, it's so nice that this Rotom was Scarf and didn't go Volt Switch, because, like, I thought this was gonna be a really big problem as far as the whole setting up Perish and, like, having him using the pivot moves and stuff like that. But yeah, now we should be able to secure a Perish with Gengar into whatever's here in the back. Maybe even switch Incineroar in, potentially, to intimidate whatever's coming out in the back, while saving Kamo-O's, like, protect value, if you get what I'm saying. Only problem is if I do that, they might take a double KO. And then we don't have a third Mon in the back. So actually, I don't know if we should do that either. Alright, they go Intimidate here, so not actually going to matter that much. And then Garchomp. Low key. Do we fire off a Draco? If it's Earthquake, they're cooked. I can't protect right here anyway. And we for sure get this Perish off, and it's soundproof Kamo anyway as well. On the contrary, switching Prim in right now seems like a pretty good play too, in case it was a dragon move, or yeah, it just does like absolutely no damage. I think that's what we like right here. Yeah. Yeah. Seems good, I think. Keeps it pretty safe and defensive, I think. And if we just use Gengar as the sacrificial lamb right here and just let him like go down to what's probably like Stomping Tantrum or Earthquake or something like that, I think we're chilling. Neither of these two should be able to threaten big damage into Prim, I wouldn't think. They go Crunch into Gengar. We live is nice if it's Earthquake, especially too, because then it becomes spread damage. Haha, let's go! Dragon Claw into the Prim, yes sir. Alright, now we double protect, we win, easy. Like, I think it was already still going to be good, even if Gengar got KO'd right here, because then we still double protect, double sack, boom. We get into that third Mon that we still have alive after those. Okay, yep, they forfeit. Nice. Really good start right here. We're doing a really good job, like, with the Perish trap right now. Like, that one right there, we would have taken 4 KOs with Perish. Nothing else. So, really good runs so far right there. Already climbing quite a bit. I think that was plus 13 again, if I'm not mistaken. I was wondering, potentially, did I fumble a little bit by starting the event so early yesterday? Because a lot of people I was playing had no elo gained. So I wondered if that meant that I wasn't gaining any myself in a like net positive where they don't have anything gained, so they have nothing to like leech off of. Like, I don't know if they reward you more for playing people that are higher elo, or if they just don't care at all, and someone that's down in the 1400s would like, you know, still be worth just as much as someone in like the 1800s. So I don't know. Anyway, into the next game we go. All right, into game 3 here. We're on a 2-game winning streak for the second day right now. They have Kingambit and Farigiraf. All right, Trick Room squad with Blastoise and also potentially like a rain component, I'm guessing, maybe with Arch and Basket Legion. So I'm guessing the rain component has, it's Farigiraf with Rain Dance, I would assume. And then it's Blastoise, Arch, Bask. I feel like that's a really good team into our squad right now, and I'm guessing maybe Arch is in both squads, and it's like Farigiraf, Kingambit, and then like, I don't know what world Aerodactyl makes sense on this team, but let's think. Is Gengar Snorlax a good lead in anybody? I mean, that has the ability to deal with Archaludon pretty good, as well as especially Blastoise Farigiraf, I think. I'm considering not leading Gengar at all. Nah, Kamo is not really useful either. So we go here, and then I think Kamo maybe gets brought, however, as like a good water resist, and then maybe even Prim too. I don't know if we want to rely on Sableye when it comes to a Trick Room team, and especially with Farigiraf, and then a Dark type as well. Ooh, I didn't want to screw anything up in time, but I forgot Basket Legion. We need Sableye quite badly. I'm not gonna lie. We can maybe still dance around it. That's like pretty concerning. Okay, it is the lead that I thought they would do though. I think we still protect Gengar regardless. We could let off an Encore right now into their Blastoise. And that would allow us to disable it next turn, but the problem is that if Farigiraf does the Trick Room right now, we're going to need to Encore instead on the next turn. I think this is okay, and we do go Encore into Blastoise. Keep him locked in whatever he's going to do. Nah, but we don't have Sableye. Boy, this is tough. You know what? Let's do this instead. I think this is okay. I think this is okay. It is going to let Snorlax get online a little bit right here, and maybe we just let Snorlax carry a little bit. What we're going to do is double protect and then Encore next turn if it's especially Trick Room, for that matter, and we can Force Farigiraf to be kind of useless. And then after we get the Protect and Encore combo in, we should be able to let Snorlax start doing big work for sure. So let's see what they go with here. They go Helping Hand. Interesting play. Is it Dark Pulse into Gengar, maybe? It'd be crazy if they read this and they went Aura Sphere instead. I guess it doesn't actually matter anyway because we're just protecting, but... Water Spout. Could we disable that? Low key? Is it a good play? It's risky. It's very, very risky. But it could boom them so hard if it works. And do they even know that I have disable? I mean, even if they switch it up... Huh. Man, I'm willing to play a little risky. If it gets me punished, so be it. If it goes Helping Hand plus Water Spout again, that means we boom them so hard because now Water Spout can't be used, and then we'd have them stuck real hard. And then also if it was trying to ready Trick Room or something like that, I'm doing it. Where this is going to get us cooked is if Blastoise readies a different move and it's like Dark Pulse or something like that, and it didn't go Helping Hand, is it going Trick Room instead? Oh, they got me. They got me good. God dang it. Way to read it. That's so good. They switched it up into Psychic too. Alright, well we're going to Encore that. And now Blastoise can't Water Spout. Ah, what a great play by them. Alright, Last Resort is online though. Unfortunately, we don't really have like great ammunition. But maybe Prim can just come in here and like kind of solve things a little bit. Kama'o's not ready to fight this yet, to be real. He needs to hang around for the back. And if this is Basculegion in the back, this is still bad. If that matter too. Alright, well, they're stuck hitting Psychic over and over again and they can't use Water Spout. It's not like that really paid off great though, to be real with you. Blastoise is going to be faster, and since Water Spout can't be used anyway, I think we just do big damage into the slot. If they go with like Basculegion switching into Farigiraf right now, that's where I think its biggest concern is. And I feel like it makes sense to try and get them out so that they can set up Trick Room again if they need to, but I don't even know if it makes sense to go for Trick Room. I mean, man. Screw it. Let's get the real threat out. If they switch him out, then so be it. It means they're not threatening huge damage. Okay, Water Pulse, not a problem. Unless we get confused, that'd be kind of annoying. But, okay, no confusion. They double into Prim with the Psychic. So we're going Moonblast plus Last Resort. Okay, they get a special defense drop is certainly not a good thing. We're probably planning to switch Prim out or protect it next turn. But this should maybe take a KO. Let's see it. Come on, big boom. Nah, not quite. That's tough. Alright. Can we go here? Gosh, that's so threatening again, though. Nah, let's just protect for now. We're losing momentum by doing this in case they switch out, which is quite problematic if they do. Now, it doesn't make sense to go here. I feel like they will want to either switch out or... Nah, I mean, that's... No, they could still, like, threaten us quite a bit by not switching out. Last Resort here. I mean, if they see that as the obvious play and they go Basculegion, I think that's where we get kind of trolled right there. This is the 2-hit KO into Farigiraf. I don't know about Citrus Berry included, though. I'm going for it. Alright, so they stay in. I'm not gonna lie, where this could cook us is if they go Aura Sphere now. Okay. That's interesting. Works out in our favor. They double into Prim again. Alright. We're threatening them big time with Snorlax now. That is unfortunate, though, that is how it went as far as the HP interaction. Kama'o just takes such big damage to the stupid Psychic from Farigiraf is the problem. I don't feel great about the idea of it hitting Psychic again. But Water Spout's about to... Okay, we don't care about Water Spout. He's trolled. He's literally, like, terrible right now. We're going to pop Citrus Berry. I know our special defense was dropped. I don't think that solves the problem, though. Unfortunate. We have to have him take this. It is what it is, man. Okay, let's go here. Gosh, this is so annoyingly threatening right now, just off the psychic damage. Farigiraf's pretty weak though, but this is still gonna be like really good damage. Okay, let's see it. Yep, they still continue to just do the same move. We live. Okay. Blastoise gone. At the very least. What comes out in the back? Kamo-O is faster, is at least the pro, than, like, you know, than Kingambit, for instance, if they want to go Gambit. So now Farigiraf can Trick Room if it wants to. Okay. How do we cook them here? What if it's Sucker Punch plus Trick Room? It could be Low Kick as well into this slot of Snorlax right here. Either way, Kamo is faster with Lumberry and Rest than both of these guys. And if it is Sucker Punch, then we're trolling them. And then I think I want to protect here. Yeah, I do. In case it's Low Kick. Let's see Sucker Punch. That'd be amazing. Come on. Yep, you know you want it. You know you want it, pal. Yep, it ain't gonna work though. Rest. Full HP. Lumberry Pop. Alright, we've played our way back into this. Is it Psychic from Farigiraf again, is the real question. We don't know because of the priority moves and the speed of what we're seeing right now. Okay, it is indeed Psychic. This is gonna obviously do still good damage again. They've trolled me. They've trolled me good. Alright. I think we threaten it with a KO now, and don't care about the Sucker Punch damage. I think where they could get me, though, is... Hold on, let's do this then. Let's start threatening him with a KO. They could get me here both a Low Kick from Kingambit again, but dude, honestly, I don't know if everybody even has Low Kick on their Kingambit anymore. Okay, Farigiraf is... Okay, yeah, this is gonna be... Oh my goodness, that is insane damage. That had to, yep, had to be a stupid freaking crit, bro. Gosh. Alright, man. Let's get this body press off. We're taking a KO somewhere here. Unless somehow Sucker Punch KOs me with 58 HP. That sounds insane, though, but... I think our win condition here is we have to get Prim into a 2v2 or a 2v1 with a really good advantageous matchup. Is doubling the right play? Or do I protect one? I don't think I really know because they could just go protect on one of them and like kind of troll me. I think where I get hit the most is a protect on Kingambit is the thing. Let's see it. Okay. No Chople. KO. This keeps Snorlax up low-key if they decide to go Psychic into Kamo-O again. They do. Alright. Come on, Snore. We need you to hit this. I'm not gonna lie. It didn't look like it's likely to KO. But I mean, two of them put it in a Citrus range. Nah, it's not gonna KO. That's so tough. Oh my goodness, you're kidding me, man. 4%? Okay. What do they have in the back? It's probably Basculegion. If it's Basque, we lost. I think, honestly, we lost no matter what. Oh, man. I don't even know if it was a Trick Room team, for that matter. I mean, it had to be, right? Oh, it's Arch. Okay. The heck are they going for here? And I don't think we can even kill it, to be honest. So, I think we need to, like... dude, the problem is... I see the problem here. It's like, Farigiraf is faster, Okay, this is the only way. We win a speed tie. We encore him into Electro Shot. We need Prim to outspeed Farigiraf in a speed tie. If it's speed down nature, if it's not speed down nature, we just lose. Simply put. But we need Prim to outspeed Farigiraf. Okay, wait, they didn't use Rain Dance. I was kind of expecting that they would, to be real with you. Or wait, oh, it's that Farigiraf is slower. Okay, wait, how does this interaction work if he was faster? Hold on now. Oh, no, but they have it, though. They have it, because they got the rain up, and now he can just kind of fire it off over and over again. That's tough. And now we force him into Electro Shot, but he was already going to do it anyway. That's tough. We lose now. Unfortunate. I think it's obvious to go into Prim. Unfortunately, we lost regardless, though. There's no playing around it. Ah, man. I don't know if I could have done anything better there, really. If we would have encored Farigiraf and kept Arch alive, still don't know if that helps, though. Why didn't he raise his special attack, by the way? I guess he just protected it, just stops it from working. Okay, it's sturdy Arch, not stamina. We can't stall the rain either. Yeah, I don't really know what we do here. I think we just double protect, just to give it a chance. Because we're not going to outspeed him. Okay, yeah. I think I'm just trying to irritate him a little bit. Wait. Did he actually go into Snorlax this turn? That's so annoying if so. Okay. Why did it not raise his special attack the time before that then? What in the world? Prim's dead here though. No avoiding it. It's tough. What can you do? Snorlax is going to be out as well of ammunition. Nothing we can do here. I'm trying to think where that fight went wrong. Well, for one, they boomed me with the whole Dark Pulse play, and just, yeah, I mean, we pretty much lost it off the lead, realistically. This would be hilarious if they went into Snorlax instead here. Yeah, that would have been nice. I'll say that. Alright, game over. It already was. But yeah, definitely the lead was the problem. Losing Gengar that easy and that early, not ideal. I mean, if they would have played it differently, we would have boomed them hard, but yeah. No ability to pull that off. How close are we to timing the fight out? Like, could I play for that? No, there's 5 minutes. It's not gonna happen. Okay. Well, very late, we're gonna forfeit here. Alright. Good game. That's tough. Yeah, it was definitely the beginning of the fight's fault, for sure. And that's me, obviously, at fault there. But let's see how much this knocks us down. 18. We're losing more than we're gaining off that. That's kind of annoying, but oh well. Into the next one we go. Alright, into game 4. We took an unfortunate loss in 3. It was a little tough, but anyway. Moving on to the next. We have Mega Frostlass and Mega Dragonite, potentially, with Kingambit Sneasler. This is a big Sableye game for sure, and I think on the lead is very, very likely. Where do we want to go off this? Kama-O is a no-brainer for Kingambit. Also walls things pretty good, all things considered. Incin? Nah, this is not an Incin game. There's, you know, White Herb, Sneasler, Defiant Kingambit. Melodic is threatening as well. Prim? Pretty good value, I'd say. Is there any Snorlax value here? I mean, low kick Kingambit and close combat Sneasler, not great, but I feel like we can keep him away from that pretty easily, all things considered. And then, like, could he wall Dragonite, Melodic, and I mean he can wall Frostlass, amazing for that matter. And he's a good switch in too. Prim gives us backup perish value on the back of the party here, just in case we do get like KOs. But also Snorlax makes for a much more comfortable Basculegion close. Yeah, Prim doesn't really do anything for that. Alright, we're going here because I assume they do go Basculegion in the back. Pretty much everybody who ever plays us does that, so I think that makes a whole lot of sense. I'd love to see the standard, you know, Kingambit and Sneasler lead with like Basculegion and Frostlass in the back, but we don't know what they're gonna do, obviously. So, all right, they're ranked higher than us, and they're on a 5-game win streak. Frostlass, Sneasler. All right, we're chilling here. We easily just go Shadow Ball plus Fake Out into Sneasler. Call it a day. Oh, whoa, that could have been bad. All right. This is assuming that they don't have a bulky Frostlass, I must say. They could troll me here, potentially, if they have invested bulk, but I still have not yet to have fought one of these. I don't think me waiting really makes a lot of sense either, to be honest. I feel like this is our good opening, like right now and right here. And this is a huge momentum if we take this KO. And then faking out Sneasler, and if they protect Frostlass is still fine as well. Switch out Sneasler makes sense in my opinion, but him being in the back is still good if we can end up getting this KO on Frostlass. Okay, yeah, he switches. Kingambit, I'm guessing. Yep, alright. Is it protect? Maybe this is how they get us. That would be tough. However, I could protect. I could double protect and just like disable. Okay, or you know what? No, this is what we can do. I think it looks fine. We go protect plus Encore here. And then actually, I mean, you could even say they like maybe try and Sucker Punch here, to be fair. But I think we protect just to keep it safe and slow. We could even double protect right here. It's like the same value as if they switch out Frostlass, but being able to make Frostlass useless kind of would be good, in my opinion. So I think Encore makes sense, and then we leave Sableye a little bit vulnerable to Kingambit. But I think this is okay. I mean, it would make a whole lot of sense to switch out, though, no? I don't even know what we would go to. Let me get ready to do that just anyway. Yeah, okay. Okay. So they go Mega Frostlass, but we are going to keep them stuck Encore looping. They are a ghost type, so they can switch out after this happens. I'm kind of accounting for the fact that that's going to happen. But yeah. Alright, so we protect. And then Encore should come out before Frostlass right here. They did indeed try and Sucker Punch into probably Gengar, I'm assuming. But we can't be so sure of that. And now we have Frostlass offline. Only problem is, where do we go now? Okay, we know Frostlass has to swap out. Their Kingambit is threatening us pretty hard, though. I really wish what we could do is just like hit Encore into him, but obviously we can't. We're gonna go here. Do we double switch? Maybe we even like... Boy, we're about to be in a slow fight. There's gonna be a lot of switching around going on right now. We're gonna disable Frostlass and make them struggle, while also swapping out right here and going into our Combo-O to take a KO into Kingambit. The problem is that obviously now the Shadow Tag has left the field. Yeah, and this was pretty likely. I just didn't want to take Sableye off the field, was the thing. They went Sucker Punch again. Dude, we could have Perish Songed. That was also a thought I had, but like I didn't really feel comfortable executing on it just yet. What are the chances they want to stay in right now? I mean, this looks pretty good, right? Dragonite threatening Combo-O. Depends how speed invested it is. If it has Dragon Dance, that's awful, but like low-key we could play around that pretty good. The only reason I want to double protect is to make it so Sableye can take whatever Dragonite wants to do offline. But I mean, Kamo-O is a physically defensive kind of beast. I mean, the problem is I get boomed if they like switch into Frostlass is all. Do we need to take momentum on the fight though? You know what I mean? And go body press plus protect on. Nah. Because they just as likely could still switch Frostlass out, or like switch Kingambit into Frostlass. I mean, technically they can do it on this incoming turn as well, but... Alright, if it's Dragon Dance, we Encore him, 100%. Okay, and I think we disable that, so now we can just fire off this body press, no doubt about it. Only problem is it still even could switch Frostlass. That's like what's really annoying about it. And it's such a no-brainer play, but I'm still gonna do it, I don't care. Yeah. We'll pivot around and figure things out if we need to after this. It's really unfortunate though, because it is such a no-brainer. Like, I feel like they should just go Frostlass here. To account for that, we could have like hit Draco or something into Kingambit, but I don't know if we really want to just like get no big momentum. Like, this is a huge swing if they end up trying to stay in and like do things here. Judging by how long they're taking though, yeah, dang it, they make a good play. Oh, they go Sneasler though, okay. I mean, it's not perfect, but this is decent. Tailwind. Okay, well, we Encore this. Unless they want to switch out, but in which case, I kind of encourage you to do so. We're low-key, like, able to kind of threaten a little bit here. I think I'm switching back into Gengar. I'm going Gengar plus Encore into Dragonite. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, why not, right? What are they gonna do? Go Frostlass? I mean, we're gonna have a Protect available on Sableye as well. Okay, that's fine. That's cool. Yep. So we're right back to where we were on the lead, for that matter. And this might be close combat into Gengar, aka into the Kamo-O slot. Oh, you don't want to do that. You did not want to do that, pal. Not at all. Hold on now. They can protect all they want. I don't really care now. We just go Encore into their... Oh, wait, but they're in Tailwind. Hang on. We have to play this a little bit slower. I'm tripping. Alright. Encore here. Make Sneasler useless. Protect ourselves from a Shadow Ball. If this is Blizzard, it'd be a little annoying. All I really care to see is that we just simply don't end up getting froze on Sableye. That's where we get trolled. Is like a freeze from Blizzard right now. Because Sash will keep us alive. Okay, it was Shadow Ball. And now we just disable that and go Shadow Ball, I think. They still are in Tailwind for one more turn, to be clear. So they could still Blizzard us as well. But I think I still like this quite a bit. Because now we can disable Shadow Ball, they have to Blizzard, and they're not even in the snow either, so that's terrible for them. They could switch Kingambit in, and in which case, if we did a Parasong right now, that would be huge. Absolutely huge. You know what? We can cover for that. We can cover for that really good. We go Perish right now, plus Disable. If they switch Kingambit in, then Kingambit is under a Perish. And we can just double protect next turn. Let's see it. I feel like this is a... Oh, they go protect. Okay. Well, guess what? We Perish, and now Sneasler's on a timer. Unfortunately, that means our own two Mons are as well, but I feel like now Frostlass is very threatened. Oh. Okay, I kind of forgot about this, and now we get our Sash broke. Okay, that was a terrible play. So annoying. Okay. This is what we're going to do. We're going Shadow Ball into Frostlass. If it's Kingambit that switches in, doesn't matter, because we're going Kamo-O. Then he deals with that. Now if it's Dragonite, not sure, but we'll figure it out from there. This is for sure the play. Okay, it's probably Kingambit. It is indeed. We threaten him huge with Kamo-O. And Sneasler is just going to be a bot, to be real with you. He's just stuck doing nothing for at least another turn. I don't know if it's one more after this. Defiant boost would be really annoying. Let's not get a special attack drop or a special defense drop. Okay, thank you. Okay, hits into the Gengar. It's kind of annoying that that happens, but... Okay, and then Sneasler ends Encore. Let's play chicken with him real quick. Let's go... Nah, that's not a great idea either. I mean, chances are, I feel like a really good play right now would be to hit Sucker Punch into Gengar. We're going to need to get things moving a little bit here, though. We're kind of behind the clock right now. What does Sneasler even want to do? It's not going to be close combat in here. We're kind of safe to switch in with that right now. Though, honestly, I think this is a better play, and then go Body Press right here. We're playing too obvious, I think, is a little bit of the problem. Let's see what they do, though. Kowtow would be a little concerning, but okay, they go Protect, and they're probably just firing off close combat, honestly. They go Dire Claw. They're going for status. Okay. We're going Fake Out into Sneasler. Oh wait, no, we don't even have to do that because he's on Perish counter, so he's... Okay, yeah, this is easy, right? We just go Fake Out plus Body Press. Problem is, if they go Froslass into that slot, then what do we do? So what if we just do this instead? Boom, boom. This seems too obvious, but I need to do it. I need to do it. We gotta get things moving, man. Talk about some just switching around nonsense going on right now, though. Alright, what do they do? Are they sacrificing? That means, yeah, I think that means they just sacked their Sneasler. Did they? I mean, that's one more thing that we get out of the way. Okay, yeah, they did, bro. We have Lumberry, so whatever. You want to be a little cringe lord? So be it, man. Yeah, bro never saw that coming, did he? Alright, this is going to do 0 damage, but it breaks the multi-scale, so decent. And we finally take a KO on somebody. We could threaten Parasong again if they go Kingambit. No, they're not going to send Kingambit out while we have Combo on the field, though, I don't think. But then, like, Froslass is pretty, like, ugly to send out on the field, too. So Gengar and Combo are just holding a lot of value right now. Do we call bluff on him? Do we go... Gosh, dude, it's so annoying. I'm going double Protect. We're waiting on his Protect, basically, is what I'm thinking right here. Now, low-key, if they do the Dragon Dance Dragonite, I'm not gonna lie, that is actually concerning. And I probably just lost the game off that, if that's what they have. But I feel like the obvious play here... Okay, wait. Protect should come from Kingambit right now if they were gonna do it. Okay, they go Dragon Claw into Combo, and then I'm guessing Kowtow then. Yeah, into... Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're sacrificing... Right here. We're sacrificing Gengar at the idea of this. I like this a lot. I like it a ton. I don't know if they're going to see it coming either, and I think this is our game-winning play, if it works out. We're disabling the Dragon Claw, making it so Combo doesn't take the Dragon Claw, and then body pressing into the Kingambit to get the KO before Kingambit actually takes the KO into Gengar. Let's see it. Bing, bang, boom. Alright, disabled, body press, Chople Berry! This could KO. 69% seems pretty doable. Yes, 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 yes. Screw your Chople Berry, screw your Dire Claw, into my Lumberry. Combo O teabagging your team right now, baby. And now we have Dragon Claw turned off for the Dragonite. And I think we'd probably go double Protect again, to be real. I'd like to get into Sableye somehow, but I don't know if we can. Can we sacrifice Combo O instead? I feel like that could be a kind of a play. Or like, low-key, do I just perish now? Can we just sustain, like, with the back squad with no Dragon Claw anyway? Heck no. Wait, actually, maybe. Maybe Snorlax could just wall. I think we could do that, low-key. Because what I'm concerned about is a Protect right now from Froslass. We gotta do something quick, though. I'm doing it. I don't care. Ugh. Ugly play. Ugly play, though. Ugh. I don't like this as much after considering it, but there you go. There you go. That's why we did it. So, cool. It's whatever. Alright, what do they do with Dragonite here? Alright, the only problem is my timer is quite a ticking time bomb right now that we need to account for. It's at like 50 or something. They go Tailwind. Alright, we switch to Snorlax in the Gengar slot, and then for sure just stay in with Kameo, sack him. I think that's the way we go about this. So we're going Snorlax, 100%. Boom, boom. We need to make things happen quick, so I'm just going Draco or something like that here. Or Rest, matter of fact. Yeah, Rest. Better play. Just keep the body alive if they end up not going for Blizzard, and we can just keep Kameo alive if they go Shadow Ball into Gengar instead. The game timer is probably getting pretty close. My recording is at 16 minutes and 47 seconds. It's going to be about 3 minutes left of the fight, unless they're not counting the actual, like, intro. Okay, boom, right here, and then low kick, we live and we rest and we have a ton of HP again. So now they have to Blizzard, and then our Snorlax is sitting here with, like, huge HP. So, doesn't matter, I'm going for double protect anyway, and we just win now. As long as they don't stall out the timer as well as they can. So, let's make this happen quickly so our timer isn't the problem as well. Because, yeah, we're approaching 17 and a half minutes, 17 minutes 30 seconds on the recording right now. I think they might be able to stall this out if they try too hard enough, potentially. It'd be really annoying if so. Okay, take the KO on Kameo. We don't really care. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever happens, we're literally just spamming Protect over and over again. Like, we're just making this happen quickly enough on our turns and trying to make sure that... Wow, we live that is crazy, actually. Do they double up into him? No, they went Snorlax. Alright, we just double protect win now. Alright, I think we can spam A on this one, technically. Yeah, boom, boom. There we go. I think we've pulled this off. It would show a 3-minute alert that the battle's going to end in 3 minutes, if it was getting close to being over. And they can't stall that long, obviously, because they only have 45 seconds to make their turn right here as well. What a sweaty game. Game 4 right here. Oh my gosh. I think they're going to try and stall now, just to try and, like, take the dub off, like, a timeout from me, potentially. But, yeah, now I think this... Oh, wow, and we actually keep Snorlax alive, too, for that matter. Was Snorlax on a timer, like, of the Perish counter? I don't remember. Alright, Kameo ends up going down right here, but wow. What a valiant effort from our MVP right there. Doing huge plays. Hey, I feel like I commentated the game very well of, like, how the game flow was going right there. Like, to simply have a situation where we were going with so many defensive plays back and forth between each other, and then to go with the Disable into the Dragon Claw, take the KO into Kingambit before it could get the KO into Gengar. Huge play. Chople Berry could have trolled us a little bit. I don't know how we would have ended the fight, to be real with you. I don't know if we needed a Perish to take the KOs on those guys, honestly. I'm not sure. Maybe Sableye could have helped us out in the back, but yeah, Chople Berry was huge for them right there, to at least take an effort at trying to win the game. But like I said, I think that's a pretty likely percent. You know what? Because I might as well, right? We're here. You guys are watching the live comms. Let's see it. So we're gonna load up a Kingambit. I don't know why these natures never freaking save. And then Kameo. With the defense up, yeah, attack down, and this is the right set as well. So body press is huge damage, but if we give him a Chople Berry, body press does 60 to 72%. I don't remember exactly what HP he was at. We might have got a little fortunate there, I suppose, if that is the case. Or depends on how they have their Kingambit trained, obviously, as well. I would assume this is a pretty, like, standard set, though. But I don't know. That's possible. Maybe we got a little lucky. I don't remember what percent he was at, though, entirely. So, anyway, yeah, 60 to 72%. I'm going to remember that for sure moving forward. But, anyway, yeah, into the next game we go. Good W right there. I believe that makes us, is that 4-2? We've played, oh, wait. No, we're 3-1, I think, right? Because that's 4 extra games after 15. Yeah, we're 3-1. Okay. Good start, though, for sure. All right, going into game 5 here, we are 3-1. 1 loss, 3 wins. We have a Sun team being threatened with a Cloud9 Drampa just in case, as well as a Trick Room component. The bottom 4 are definitely the Trick Room team, or low-key maybe Mega Venusaur is, and they're just like bamboozling us, and maybe it's Charizard X and Mega Venusaur. That'd be interesting. They picked whatever they picked very quickly. I feel like Snorlax is good into both leads. He's good against the Sun team concept. I will say Venusaur is something I didn't really account for too much, though, with that in mind. But yeah, we want Snorlax. I don't know if it's on the lead. Is Kamo-O valuable into this team? I mean, Sylveon / Drampa, no. But, like, sort of, kind of, technically, yes. Prim? Prim, very valuable as long as it's not Venusaur. And then Incin. Incin's pretty valuable too, yeah. Let's go here. It's like a very neutral lead. I think we just bring Prim and Snorlax. Call it a day. No terrible brings that are gonna like cook us or anything like that, like Sableye if it's Farigiraf team, or I don't know. You get what I'm saying. Okay. Just sussing things out for the Prim value again. Alright, with Incineroar on the lead, who do we want to fake out if it's the Venusaur Charizard? Not to mention they could even still have Farigiraf in the back, even if they do bring their Sun component. We gotta be mindful of that, low-key. Okay, it's Farig. I think I Protect plus just do some damage into their Farigiraf. Or low-key, hold on. Nah. The better play here is definitely go here and here. I could even low-key Parting Shot, but I don't know about the speeds. I don't really want to... Well, no way they'd... I don't know. They could Throat Chop or something like that into our Incineroar slot. Long story short, they want to do the fake-out Trick Room lead, and I'm guessing it is Mega Venusaur, because what the heck... Oh, well, they could have Mega Drampa on their Trick Room team, too, come to think of it. Prim's going to be huge for that, probably. Or Perish in general will be huge for that. So we switch Snorlax in, we Encore the Farigiraf next turn. Parting Shot is low-key the really good play. This is if they don't fake me out, though. But honestly, no, I want to do damage into Farigiraf if they're going to let me. So let's just go here. Because the sooner this thing goes away, the better, in my opinion. They have the freaking Dark Berry. Alright. Well, we know that means it's not Citrus then. So, and then we can also hit Encore into the Farigiraf for hitting Trick Room, if it does go with that. They go Darkest Lariat into what was our Snorlax, or our Gengar, but terrible damage. And then, yes, indeed, Trick Room team. So, I would like to Encore Farigiraf, but if it switches out, I want to still play around that, and maybe that means we Parting Shot into Farigiraf, just in case. We didn't Mega Gengar, so that is where it's a little bit of a toughie. Not to mention it makes it kind of an... I mean, ours went first, right? I think... Hold on. Our Incineroar was faster, so that means it's going to be slower. Yes, I think this is how we want to go about this. And if they do send something in here that's threatening, like Drampa, for instance... Wait, what did Incineroar do? He hit some Dark move. We don't really care about Encoring that. I'm going here. Okay, they did indeed switch out. This is what the Encore was for. Boom, it's going to be... Oh, it's Sylveon. Okay. Well, even still, Parting Shot into this seems pretty decent. They burn our Snorlax. Gosh, man. Who is running Will-O-Wisp on their freaking Incineroar? Okay. It's -1. You know what? I have an idea. We go Gengar, we Mega, we Perish, and then we, I was gonna say we switch Incin in to Intimidate Incineroar again, just to nullify the damage, but maybe that's not great either. We haven't protected yet on Snorlax, but I don't know if we care about getting Last Resort online anymore. Wait. He just used Will-O-Wisp. Hold on. We have an out. We have an out 100% here. Easy. Okay. So we go here. And then we encore their Incineroar into hitting Will-O-Wisp. And if they want to burn my Gengar, I don't really care about that, to be real. I'm not really that concerned. And if they have Psychic on their Sylveon or something, I don't even know if it gets that, to be real with you. But this is the way we cook them. Let's go here plus Perish. Because then that means they can't leave. They literally can't leave with Incin. And why would they want to switch out with Incin? That makes no sense. So yeah, with Trick Room active right now, our Snorlax is fastest. Yeah, this makes all the sense in the world. Alright, and we're going to keep their Incin stuck in hitting Will-O-Wisp, and if we have 2 people burnt, we don't even care about that. So this all comes down to the Sylveon have big damage threatening into us. Yeah, how you like that Trick Room Encore, my boy? Hyper Voice, not a threat into Gengar, and hardly at all into Snorlax anyway, too. We could even Encore that. Alright, we don't care. We're taking 2 KOs here, easily, while they both just sit here and kind of do pitiful damage, honestly. Yeah. You ever seen an Incineroar stuck in a Paris trap? Can't hit Parting Shot? Are we cool with the Sylveon hitting Hyper Voice over and over again? Or at this point, do we just like kind of fire off damage on somebody? Or maybe even get Snorlax out? If it just keeps using a fairy move, like, do we have anybody that is cool with that? Incin is a potential switch-in, because I don't care, it can't get burnt by Will-O-Wisp anyway. And also, it doesn't really provide any value into Farigiraf later. No, that's not true. It actually kind of does. And Snorlax is low-key, like, not very valuable right now either. So, I mean, are we... Yeah, I think we're cool with that, because if it Hyper Beams or something like that later, I don't really want that. So, oh, yo, that would be insane, though. Do we go with the Disable tech? Wait, yeah, because the Encore happens first. It'll have to hit Hyper Voice, then we disable it and it can't do it anymore. And we just get our people in the back end pretty free with, like, very little threat of damage coming in. Yep, so we take this Hyper Voice, but then we disable Sylveon, so now it's going to start struggling and stuff. Incineroar stuck hitting Will-O-Wisp into nobody. And then we slow disable. We flipped the order of this, like, entirely. Because normally it'd be the other way around, but yeah, we just cooked them right here, hard. So, Perish counter, where are we at right now? It'll pop up right here, too. Okay. We could get... Wait, no, I want to get Incin in on the turn of, like, when we switch someone in. We could do the double hard switch. I don't think that's that bad at all. Incin's Encore, however, ends in 1 more turn, and so does Trick Room. So, actually, I lied. We want to be able to fake him out. So, we're going here right now, and then we just protect. Or, like... Yeah, protect. Because now we can just fake him out. Yeah, I think this is the right play. Because then we're going to switch Gengar out next turn. And Incin can't be burnt. And then we fake their Incineroar out on the turn of his Encore ending so that he can't Parting Shot out. Yeah, I don't know if they're seeing this right now, but they're literally getting cooked as we speak. Yeah, struggle Sylveon. Doing literally nothing. Yep, nice Will-O-Wisp into either my Fire type or an already burnt Gengar. And now we get Gengar out of here, I think. So their Incin's Encore ends, but we're going to fake his goofy little self out. Trick Room ends as well. So that's cool, we're stopping Mr. Switch Out. And then I think we want... Do we want Prim in here? We know they have Farigiraf, plus they haven't shown their Mega yet, which is very, very likely going to be Drampa, in my opinion. However, if it's Venusaur... Nah, I'm just going to play around Prim getting in for free right here, with no damage threatened into it. Yeah, let's see you try that Parting Shot now, Incin. I don't think that's going to work. No Farigiraf to stop me from faking you out now. And then Sylveon struggle again. Now we take 2 KOs with Perish. And we have Incin plus Prim in for what I assume to be Drampa. It could be Venusaur, though. And if it is Venusaur, yikes, we are very, very threatened on Prim, and we're going to need to find a way to get it to be Gengar to set up the Perish instead. So a lot of what we do with the remainder of this game is going to depend on who is still in the squad. I really hope it's Drampa. I mean, a Trick Room team, it makes all the sense in the world. Okay, obviously we knew that, and then... Yes, okay, clean. They don't even have a Trick Room up yet either, so I think we just go Perish. I actually kind of like going Perish quite a bit. Sure, why not? Go into Snorlax or something. Alright, that's fine. I don't care. It is what it is. You want to set up Trick Room first? That's fine. I got a Double Protect ready next turn. Literally don't care. So, yeah, I think that's GG. At least I'm pretty sure that means Farigiraf setting up Trick Room here. Yep, indeed. Nice Protect. Probably thought I was hitting Moonblast, huh? Alright, yeah, it's for sure Double Protect here. No doubt about it. I don't even want to do damage to Drampa anyway. I'm not trying to put it in Berserk range. For those who don't know, Berserk is like when Drampa ends up at below 50% HP, it's going to raise its special attack one stage. So, not something we want to see at all. But we win now. We 100% guaranteed win. This is how it always works, right? I'm going to Double Protect right here. Both Protects are going to work. And then we're going to be able to Double Protect next turn. And if they fail and we get double KO'd, then that means we end up in the back two with Snorlax and Gengar. But then we're going to Protect again, and those ones will succeed. And that's going to be when the Perish counts at 1, and we win. So, doesn't matter what they do now. Tell you guys what, we cooked hard here. Like, really, really, really hard. Absolutely trolled him. Alright, I'm just going with the Double Protect again. We could try and save more people's lives and whatnot, but I don't know. Have we already flip turn with Prim? I have a weekly goal that wants me to flip turn. I'm just gonna do it. Hey, low-key, they're actually slower than us on both, I think. Or if not, oh well, we just kind of, you know, end up... Let's just hit Parting Shot plus flip turn. In case either live, we can just Double Protect on the back two. So, yeah. Helping Hand. Alright, someone's probably... Oh, wait. Okay, Helping Hand Hyper Voice is probably the play here. Yeah. Do we live this? Oh my gosh. What a bunch of tanks. What a beefy defensive squad we have here. Alright, there's my water move usage in case we haven't used Flip Turn on Prim somehow. I don't know if we have though, really. Alright, and we keep all 4 alive in the process of doing this as well. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, indeed. Alright, like I said, writing's on the wall here. I could have even low-key sent Prim back in, come to think of it, but we'll let the Burnt Boys get out here and do their thing. I tell you guys what, Snorlax has been such a good addition to the team. I mean, he literally trolled them. He trolled them so hard, like I expected he would into every Trick Room team. And to just completely just leave them in such shambles, man. So, anyway, Double Protect again here. But yeah, with the Encores into the Trick Room setter, such a beautiful thing. And then just in general, such a beefy, like, Snorlax in general, too. The Insane Will-O-Wisp kind of sucked for me at the first, but then it's like, if we just hit him with the Encore and, like, you know, have him stuck hitting Will-O-Wisp anyway, that was literally what enabled us to set up the Perish Trap on an Incineroar, which doesn't typically happen because of Parting Shot. But because I know he's going to be stuck in it, and then I can hit him with, like, even Disable in the next one, or just keep him hitting Will-O-Wisp if we're cool with taking the burn on our Gengar. Don't care. Don't care about that at all. So, anyway, nice. We are now 4-1. That was our 5th game. These games have been taking a long time, though, I must say. So, this recording's probably going to be, once again, 4 hours or something like that. Alright, we got 5 games down, 4-1 for day 2. We've been really doing a nice job with the Perish right now. Let's see what we got here. Oh, hello. Gengar, Kamo-O, Scizor, Garchomp, Milotic. Do they want to do Perish Trap Mirror Match against us? We have a lot of good access to getting a lot of use out of Sableye right now. The thing is, they're probably going to bring Kamo-O. What if we go Gengar plus Prim lead? Just go band for band with them or something like that. Scizor. We need to really pay attention to Scizor too, though, because I've left myself vulnerable to that guy, and he's quite the threat as well. So, do I still like Sableye, though? We got to really start thinking on this quickly. Sableye really helps us against Garchomp. Doesn't help a lot against Scizor, though. Could help a lot against Kamo. And then helps a lot against Kang, too. Just go with him. I think this is a no-go for Snorlax here. Yeah, no bring for him. I think we like Prim and Incin, too. I think I'm going to leave Kamo in the back. We don't really need big damage out of him, and then also we kind of... I mean, we win the 1v1 against the Kamo, but I'm going to use Prim as the Kamo counter, paired with Sableye, Encore Disable. And then Prim can also solve our Garchomp problem in a pinch if it's not through Disable Perish combo. And then Incin, good value, however, not good into Melodic, I will say. So, we're kind of planning around not having him on the field when Melodic's out there. But we'll just have to see. We probably want to get him in at some point early. Alright. Into game 6 we go here. They go Kamo Garchomp. Okay, huge dragon damage being threatened right now. I mean, we can just Encore Kamo if he wants to set up, and then, like... The problem is, we can't fast disable Garchomp if it's Scarfed. And then we can't Perish Song Kamo either. I wonder, do we just go into Prim right away? The thing I don't like about that is if they switch out. What if I go here and Mega Protect? Protect first turn. Or low-key, could we just fake one out too? No, that's not gonna work. So, we go double Protect right now, and then if they go Clangorous Soul on Kamo-O, we Encore him 100%, and then we'll switch Prim in the back for Gengar slot. So I think I like this play for us. Okay, well that's a little unfortunate that they end up switching him out, because, okay, now they can like fake us out on the next turn too. Oof, that's a little tough, I'm not gonna lie. Because now they could fake out our Sableye. This is a great play by them, I'm not gonna lie, because if they go Clangorous Soul and then go fake out with Kang, it leaves us so vulnerable next turn. It was obvious writing on the wall after that switch in happened. Sheesh, this is not good. I'm not quite sure where to go from here. Oh wait, hold on. No, because we can't do that either. Yo, this is definitely rough territory for now. I think we still do this, but it's so obvious he's going to fake me out. What it comes down to is, does Sableye just get KO'd by a Clangorous Soul Kamo-O? Hold on. Or Clanging Scales. I mean, he's going to be +1. Boom, Sableye. No. Low-key, he kind of lives. I think he lives. Okay, let's do this then. It's so likely that they fake me out on the Sableye slot, but who knows? Maybe they go for the Gengar slot instead. Okay, oh, wait. Inner Focus. Oh, wait, no. Okay, my bad. I thought it was... My bad. I forgot Scrappy also stops that. I'm not gonna lie, that's huge damage. That actually might make this a KO. Let's go. Good stuff, Sableye. Huge. Alright, we disable him now. Probably. Maybe even go double Protect. Or wait. Can we fake out? I mean, this is just Scrappy. It's not Inner Focus. Right. So then we can go... Disable or... Oh, wait. Hold on. I could even threaten him even more, technically. But it leaves me vulnerable to Kang hitting Sableye again. Fake out Kang, create an opening here. Problem is, okay, he could Aura Sphere instead. Gosh, man, this is so annoying. He's very likely going to Aura Sphere. It's not a great play if they can play around it good, but it could stop them from, like, at least hitting the Clanging Scales. I'm starting to wish I brought Kamo here. Oh, okay, huge. Big. Okay. We switch now. This is a lot of work, though. I'm gonna be real with y'all. It's a lot of work just to get this dude offline, and then the Kang is like such an annoying bring as well. We still don't know who their Mega is. It's probably Caesar as well, which is also so threatening to us again. I'm gonna do all this just to try and turn Kamo offline, and then they probably just switch him out, man. But if I can Encore him, he's offline and stuck, but then that means we sack our Sableye. But if they do that, I can get back in on Gengar and keep him trapped. Okay. If they... Oh! That's a terrible play. That's so bad, it's not even funny. Okay. I think we're back. Only problem is, now that means I don't get KO'd on Sableye, and now they can switch out. But now we threaten big damage into one of them with Prim. And if they want to double switch, then that's even better. Because I'm probably switching Sableye out right now. And just firing off a Moonblast into somebody. Or low-key, we could Perish Song, expecting that they both switch out. Why in the world would they keep Combo in, and then it's like, I don't know, I mean... They can just switch right back into Kang and Scizor right now. It's a hard read. It's a really, really hard read. Truth be told. But why would they want anybody out here against Prim, and then why would they want Kamo out here right now when I don't even have this, like, you know, figured out? Problem is, if they go Earthquake or something from Chomp, that's huge damage into Gengar. And we would need to get in Gengar right now. I'm making the hard read. This could go really, really bad, truth be told. Alright, that one was obvious. And they go Kang. Garchomp too? I don't think so. Uh-oh. Oh, it was Rock Slide. No flinch and we're chilling. Come on. Come on, Prim. Yes! Alright. Big, big, big. We double protect here, 100%. And then we're gonna do our little tech where we do the flip turn. Unfortunately, it means that we could get Rock Slided again. And maybe it's even Scarf for that matter, and we don't even know. Low-key, should I suss that out? I maybe go Moonblast right now instead of protecting Prim. And protect Gengar. Although that's not gonna figure anything out, because Gengar going like with a turn is the only way we actually figure out if that is the case or not. Aw, man. It's not as perfect as it looks, just because of the Rock Slide flinch potential. What if... Okay, I have a different idea. I'm going to switch Sableye in. He's not useful against Mega Scizor, and then... I don't know, chances are it's probably not freaking... Okay, yeah, so we're double protecting here. What I'm going to do is... I'm going to switch Sableye in case it is indeed Scarf Garchomp and it's spamming Rock Slide. And... the idea is that I'm going to switch Sableye in for Gengar slot so that it takes the hit, guaranteed ends up getting KO'd. They go Fake Out into Prim, okay. And it's spamming Rock Slide, and there's no reason it would want to do that, in my opinion. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to switch, Sableye in for the Gengar slot, and go Flip Turn with Prim to still cover for in case somehow they didn't get the KO. But if they Rock Slide flinch me, and then Sableye gets KO'd, that's our kind of, like, solid condition, if you get what I'm saying. I believe Prim can win against Kamo in the back. However, Sableye is pretty valuable in that sense. If we were to go Flip Turn with Prim and hope for a no flinch, that's where our kind of play could happen as well, and we go Incin into something like this. But that's very, very contingent on us not flinching. Like, we need to not flinch. Desperately. Dang, but Incin would be so useless for the back. Nah, he can intimidate Scizor. That's kind of valuable. We're going to do this. It's the safer play. It makes a lot of sense to do. Off of this, we can get in on whoever we want to, because if they take the KO on Sableye. Yeah, alright. There we go. Chilling there. Now, does Prim get the flip turn off or not? Let's see it. Also, Kang's going to do a move. We don't know. Oh my gosh, it has Last Resort. Okay, we live, and Citrus Berry's going to pop. Do we get the flip turn off, is the real question. Didn't matter. That's why we did it, though. There you go. Alright. Tell you what, I think I know what we're doing next, too. We're going Gengar here, obviously, and then we probably switch in, I think we switch Incineroar in so that we can intimidate these guys. Or, I mean, we could protect on Prim, but is Prim on a Perish counter right now? Yes, indeed. So that's what we're going to do then. We're switching Incin in for these two. Hitting the Intimidate. I mean, it's Scrappy again, though. Sheesh, man. That's so annoying. And now I don't even know if Prim can beat Kamo-O is the other problem, too. Oh, we're in a bad shape, too, because now Kamo-O, if he's soundproof, is, like, so capable of winning this alone. Incin with taking a last resort sounds so terrible, to be real with you. What if it's Gengar in the back? If that were the case, Incin's way more valuable. Sort of. Not really, because Kamo is still such a threat. But him with a fake out could be so valuable too. Okay, we're doing this in a really ugly way. Maybe. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Protect, protect, protect. No way. Oh my gosh, I fumbled. I fumbled so hard. Wait. Yeah, that's so bad. That's so bad. Oh my gosh, man. I ran out of time in my Shadow Balls in the top slot. I said this would never happen to me. I needed to like make it never happen to me. Okay. I mean, we took damage on Gengar. Oh, that's such a bad play. It's such a terrible, terrible play. This might have cost me big. I don't know for sure, because I don't know if Gengar would have taken hits anyway. And that looks so stupid, like, from their POV. Like, they can't believe I just did some nonsense like that. Oh, man. I have to hope that it's Gengar, I think. And no matter what, I think I have to fire off Fake Out plus Shadow Ball into Kamo-O. Pretty likely. It's Scizor. Alright, our Intimidate should hit him. Now, who do we Fake Out? Okay. This is bad either way, to be real with y'all. I really fumbled right there. Who knows? I might have been able to live something like a Bullet Punch or something like that from Scizor. I might have literally just lost the game off like having my Protect at the bottom slot and also not locking in on that quick enough. That's really frustrating to go out that way, potentially. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'd probably still get KO'd right here from Kamo-O, regardless. And what we have to hope for is that... Oh, Special D-Drop is interesting. Okay, it went Soul. I can't believe it would do that in the face of us, like, potentially, like, you know, hitting a Shadow Ball into it and actually getting a KO. But they benefit now off of that, off the fact we didn't get the KO. I don't think there's anything we can do right here. I don't believe there's a world where I'm faster than Kamo-O plus 1 speed, but we can see. It's probably Bullet Punch from Scizor into Gengar anyway, too. Man, that makes me feel sick. Just doing something so dumb. Because, like, if I do happen to outspeed... Look. Okay, I get the chance to find out. I don't outspeed anyway. Yeah, alright. We'd have lost regardless, I think, then. The only way that I would have won this is if I outsped Kamo-O and then, like, take the Shadow Ball KO, and then that means that we would have actually sustained quite a bit more of, like, for instance, the Scizor, like, you know, Bullet Punch spam. And then we also would have taken that KO before Incin actually got taken out. But now there's nothing we can do. We just get KO'd by this Bullet Punch, and there's 7 minutes left of the timer, so there's no stalling this or anything like that. And it ain't gonna miss either, so, oh well. They end up winning right here. I don't know, even at this point though, like if I wouldn't have taken that extra damage, maybe that's the difference. I don't know. I'm not gonna reflect on that much because that was just such a terrible misplay, but oh well. Whatever. GG. We're 4-2 now, I believe. Yeah, indeed. Man. This 6th game right here is gonna go down in the history books. Worst game, like, you know, move I've ever had right there. Just ended up running out of time. Alright, it's cool. Tough mistake right there in the last game, game 6. We're going into 7 right here. We're 4-2 now. It's cool though. We'll try and bounce back from that. This is a huge combo game. I've never seen a bigger combo game in my life. Snorlax value. Say anybody? Maybe. How do we feel about Gengar in general here? It's kind of mid, I would think. But the whole team barely takes. They take no sand damage at all. So we're gonna have to play that pretty heavy. How does Sableye work into... Okay, we don't want Gengar plus Sableye, to be real with you, because that just leaves us kind of vulnerable to Excadrill plus T-Tar, and then we get stuck in like a double disable tech that we just have to hope that goes perfectly. So I think we go Gengar plus Kamao and let him just deal with anything that's in the face of anybody at all. I like Incin for intimidating a lot of the people on the squad, especially with the Shuka Berry, and then what we have to ask is, do we want Snorlax for some kind of spongy, like, you know, tank value and Encores that way and do without Sableye? Or do we go Prim for some back Perish value and just also have pretty good type matchups into a lot of these people as well? I'm going to go here, I think. Yeah. Yeah, because we'll probably end up switching Incin in for Gengar, I'd assume. And basically, we're trying to just let Kamao blast people, like, ASAP. I hope it's not Garchomp on the lead. It very well could be. We'll see what happens here. Steelix, T-Tar. Okay, yeah, this is very good Kamao value. Like, really, really good Kamao value. I believe Mega Steelix gets Sand Force, right? I'm gonna pull him up real quick. He does indeed. He does indeed. Alright. Okay, no Perish needed right here. We're going full-on body presses into dudes. I feel like it's very likely to see a T-Tar protect right now. And also, we can probably deal with T-Tar a little bit better than we can deal with Steelix with the back party. So I feel like I want to body press Steelix. The unfortunate thing is, oh wait, we see it right here. Man, it's not a likely 2-hit KO. I'm doing it anyway. I think it's too obvious to protect Tyranitar. That or it's hitting a dark move, to be fair, into Gengar, but like we'll be able to see that next turn too. I don't really know Steelix's bag as much either, so I'd rather not see him go like unscathed and be out of this for free. You know, I said this was low-key harder for us to deal with on the back, but I actually come to think of it... Okay, and they don't Mega Steelix either, for that matter. It has Citrus. Okay, so it's not Mega Steelix. That's why it did so much more damage. Come to realize. Yeah, nice attacks. We don't care about that. We do not care. No way it's Quake, right? It'd be insane. Gyro Ball. Okay. What the heck damage is that doing? Dude, I don't know Steelix's bag at all. Into Gengar. I don't think it's even that threatening, it seems like. Then T-Tar used Rock Slide. Honestly, even still though, I'm just going here. Whatever. Let's start threatening them with a good time. What a chance do they go Protect plus Quake here? I think I'm going here again. The problem is I don't like them getting the sand off, but... Nah, let's switch it up. Let's switch it up. I have a Fake Out available next turn anyway. Maybe that's even better reason to like not go for him on the Protect right now, but... Okay. Double Intimidate. Yep. Dang it, man. Oh, it was so obvious, but like I thought it was obvious on the first turn. But... tough. Okay, this does like nothing. Yeah, literally nothing. Okay, we threatened a Fake Out, but they could switch out now too. I feel like, once again, it's like obvious to me, in my opinion, that they would want to just get out of T-Tar right now, considering he's also lowered in attack. And then like they could also get an opportunity to set the sand up again later. So I feel like what we probably want to do is go Parting Shot into this T-Tar slot. I think we just still go Body Press again into Steelix. Because like, other than... They don't have a good switch in my opinion, to that. I don't know though, the Steelix looks like a freaking bot. Tell me it's not Corv. It is freaking Corv. We just Parting Shot it into the dang Mirror Armor, dude. That's so annoying. Does it even let me get out? Gosh, dude. Of course it's Corviknight. Why wouldn't it be, bro? Alright, Prim's got to come into this no matter what. I don't want to send in Gengar while a ground type's on the field without having done an attack yet. Stealth Rocks. Okay. They're trying to chip us down, boy. Real bad. They don't want to go into T-Tar yet. However, it's a little bit tough being in the face of this Corviknight right now. You know what? I don't want you setting up. However, if it hits something like Brave Bird, it's not good either. Let's do something different. Let's go here. Or wait. I'm still going here. Bro's got like no specialty. Okay, they both stay in. I mean, what does Steelix even do? He hits Tailwind, bro. Come on, man. No Brave Bird, no nothing. And Quake. Alright. I hope they realize they're doing literally 0 damage to combo. I'm about to rest in their face right now. Like, literally. Next turn, I'm clicking rest. I honestly hope this doesn't even take a KO. Okay, cool. I actually like that a lot. Alright. Sand goes down at the end of this turn. They probably don't want to switch yet. So I think low-key it's kind of nice if we get Gengar in, but like late. However, wait, okay, yeah, we could go Flip Turn into Steelix, I think. Because Corv is faster than Prim. Do we want the rest right now? Or is that like even more valuable for like... I mean, the problem is if they have Garchomp. I don't really like that. So I feel like I kind of want the HP on combo right now. And if they go Brave Bird too, this checks that really, really good. Also. Freaking bulk up, man. Gosh. Okay. Ah, here I am playing a slow game against their slow game, and I shouldn't be playing a slow game. It's just dumb plays all around, really. But alright, we should take the KO into Steelix with this Flip Turn. Okay, it's faster than Prim. I didn't really account for that. Why? This thing has 30 base speed. Oh, Tailwind. Okay, yeah, it's doubled. You know what? That's actually very good. To be fair, the KO was what I was expecting, and then we would have just gotten a Gengar free anyway, but... so, bulked up Corv is threatening for sure. However, this stupid thing is going to bounce back the Intimidate at me. If I go Gengar, how long is their Tailwind up for still? 3 more turns. Yeah, that's concerning for sure. You go Instant again. I know, like I said, the Mirror Armor is kind of annoying, but like, I don't know. It'll intimidate whatever else comes out as well. Like a Garchomp, for instance, and then we can end up hitting Draco into Garchomp, hopefully. It could probably protect as well, but I'm going to hope that maybe it's Scarfed if it comes out. God, dude. Oh my gosh, and I forgot it was... Dude, I'm playing so bad after we were cooking earlier, like so hard. They go T-Tar, and it's like the most obvious Protect in my life that I've ever seen. But like, with Corv bulked up, I feel like that's also like so problematic too. This has been a very frustrating game right now. Part of me wants to hard switch Gengar, but that's so bad too if Tyranitar doesn't do that. Oh my gosh, man, this Corv is like screwing the game up for me so bad. It was Mega T-Tar the whole time. Alright, yeah. What do you want to do then? Why would you go Mega right now? He didn't... Alright, bro. He didn't protect. In the face of our combo. Ends up outspeeding and rock sliding, and now Incin's dead to this, but I think that's fine. I don't know. I say don't flinch, but like... Okay, well, we flinch anyway. Man. I'm getting real frustrated right now. It's actually like getting ridiculous. They're just doing all the types of stuff I don't think they're gonna do. I don't even know how we end up taking the KO on this Corv other than like hoping to just blast it with a Shadow Ball while also going body press into Mega T-Tar. But they have this Tailwind up too, which is also a problem. I could double protect, to be fair. Problem is, it could bulk up in my face as well, so... I think we get cooked here. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I think we literally get cooked. I could perish, but like, it's not gonna work either. I'm literally just gonna get blapped by Mega Tyranitar. Do I need to double protect? I mean, I feel like it's so obvious I'd probably just get KO'd by a Brave Bird by this Corv right now. I don't know if we have the time. I don't think we have time, like, not my timer, but like, you know, the amount of turns to be able to do that though. Doing it anyway. I don't care. Wait, no. We have to change the order of this. Let's see it. Corv's probably blasting a Brave Bird into combo O, and it's probably going to take a KO, and then Tyranitar's faster anyway with this Tailwind up. So I could even get flinched as well. I think we probably just played terrible here. Yeah, this is obvious. What can I say, man? I didn't want to get bulked up on again, and then also it leaves me vulnerable with Gengar next turn to go double protect, because then I can't, like, end up playing around it. What I was hoping to do is survive, take KO into T-Tar, set up Perish on the final two, have Prim alive, and end up being able to switch into stuff like this. Oh, man. Well played by them. Well played. This has been a very frustrating team to play against for sure. Shout out Steelix, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I played way too passive. That's what's so irritating me is that, like, I could have sat there and just blasted, like, body presses endlessly into anybody on that team, but I just sit here and think they're going to play differently on that, and they just don't. So, what can you do, man, other than just say they played the way you didn't think they would? I don't know. I don't know how we even possibly take KOs or live any of this stuff at all. Yeah, no idea. Special defense drop on Shadow Ball, and like, okay, I mean, low-key, a little bit of an opening, maybe. It's probably gonna be Brave Bird, though, from Corv into Gengar, and we just end up dying right here. Alright. I guess it makes sense. Frustrating game for sure. If we could have taken one more KO, we probably could have perished right here, and it would have just been Prim being the one to survive the perish. But oh well. I'm just blasting damage off. We're gonna lose this, guaranteed. I'm just playing this out to the end. Maybe they do some dumb like Rock Slide and miss both or something like that. Corv do some bulk up bad manners stuff or something. I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's a no-brainer, like Brave Bird into Gengar takes KO here, and then, okay, instead they go for Rock Slide, could have missed. Let's see what kind of stupid thing they did on the back here as well. Yeah, I mean, whatever. We're getting a Moonblast into this T-Tar now. I don't know, I mean, I don't remember how, oh, okay, cool, yeah, never mind, we're not. Never mind, man, we're not. It's Excadrill anyway. Okay, yeah, we lost for sure. Tailwind 2 turns, Sandstorm. You know what? I'm just sure they want to... Nah, it's not like they're even doing real bad manner stuff anyway, so I'm not even bugging. It is what it is. I'm going to go for a double protect. Trying to get the Sandstorm to go down. Make me faster than Excadrill. Okay, they protect. I guess it makes sense. They're going for the Quake here, probably. It's also probably Focus Sash on Excadrill, so we're probably cooked anyway, even if the sand goes down. So, yeah, I don't know. We're probably done here. I don't want to, like, stop commentating because I don't know where I'm going to cut the recording. No, we can't. Technically, we still have to just double protect because Tailwind's still up. So, let's see it. Maybe we both get it or something like that. If Gengar and Prim can both get it, I think the game has... Nah, it's like, it's still got no life. I think what I hope to see is that they do something dumb. It's not Scarf, or it's not Sash Excadrill. We somehow get a KO right there. And then... Oh, dang. That almost worked. They went high horsepower. They go Crunch or something like that. Knockoff into Gengar. Okay, there. They actually played this smart. Instead of just spamming Rock Slide and a Tailwind, hoping for flinches everywhere. An unfortunate turn of events. We're now 4-3, only 1 game up, lost 2 in a row. Not a good way to go about things for sure. A crit maybe could have. No, I don't think I would have got KO. Speaking of, but oh well. What can I say, man? I got outplayed by a Corviknight and a Steelix. I never saw it coming. I hate to say it. I didn't think we even had the chance of it being like something like a Stealth Rocks in VGC doubles in the first place. I can't hate on them though. I mean, it cooked me like quite a bit for the way that they were running that. But yeah, not a good game. Not a good game at all. All right. Best you can do is bounce back though. I mean, it is what it is. You know, we took 2 bad losses in a row. I'm not going to let that just affect my mood on the rest of the runs here and like, you know, let it compound. So anyway, let's lock in. We got Mega Arrow, Mega Charizard as the only threats in terms of that. For Farigiraf, Trick Room team paired with, let's say, like Sinistcha, Melodic. I just don't know why it'd be Trick Room team, though. It seems so unorthodox and, like, weird. I almost feel like I just want to bring Sableye, but then that's problematic as well. So, on the contrary, Snorlax seems like a pretty good wall that we could maybe just depend on for, like, the Encore kind of idea. It leaves me susceptible to flinch spams, but like I don't know if that's something we can play around too well. Prim seems like a decent bring, but not like amazing. Definitely decent though. Do we need to bring Kamo? Oh, I sure don't think so. It doesn't look like it. And do we even bring Sableye at all? Is the questions we have to ask. So like, is this the squad that I'm thinking right here? No Sableye, leave him back just for the sake of Farigiraf being threatening. I would rather not play the whole, like, I don't want to play the game even having to think about that, like, as much as I can. And then Incin is really good into Sinistcha, same with Snorlax. We can take KOs easy with that as well. If this is Farigiraf first turn with Snorlax, we threaten it pretty good with the whole Encore play. If it's Arrow plus Charizard, I think we hit Encores and, like, Disables, maybe. I've never played yet into the Sun teams with Snorlax. I feel like he probably is valuable, but I don't typically think we feel like we face it against like Arrow and Charizard, then also Farigiraf. So like typically, when I see Arrow Charizard, I can just bring, no doubt, no brainer, bring Sableye. But they go Melodic Sylveon. Okay, I think we just set up pairs here. Like easy. No doubt about it. I'd rather get that going right now, to be real with you, too. Just in case they switch someone in, is the thing. Who do we want to Encore? Probably Sylveon, right? The thing just kind of spams fairy moves, I feel like. We could play for a Melodic Coil, potentially. and go slow Encore into it, playing for the coil, or if it wants to use Icy Wind or something like that as well. Next turn I need to switch Snorlax out if we're going to do this, because then I'm going to protect with Gengar, but we need to give Gengar an opportunity to, like... Okay, so they did... Yeah, okay, I don't know. Hopefully we don't get double KO'd, but pretty much what I'm saying is we need to plan for a pivot move next turn, so like Prim, get in here type stuff, because we don't want to throw Incin yet in either. Okay, so they go protect Sylveon. What are we doing with Melodic? That is the question. Scald into Gengar, yeah. Okay, it's pretty big damage, but like... Okay, well, now we're definitely KO'd by the next one. It's almost obvious they're going to do that. And then also they're going to have to keep Scalding, too. A play we could make is we disable right now, but now I'm kind of concerned about the Sylveon damage. And now, unfortunately, what's going to happen is I'm going to have to switch... Oh, no, I could switch Snorlax in later. So we go Protect plus Prim. And go flip turn to get Gengar out of here, and then switch Snorlax in for the Gengar slot. It's definitely the play right now, no doubt. We're hard committed to Perish at this point now. It's like 0 doubt about it. What are we doing with Sylveon here? Hyper Voice now? They switched it up. Okay. Just burn fishing, I guess. Yeah, Hyper Voice. Okay. It's for sure Snorlax coming in for this. Prim takes huge damage off that. Jesus, dude. This Sylveon stuff is insane. Alright, we're switching in Snorlax. This has been, like, really, really ugly. But obviously we protected Gengar in order to set us up to do this. So... Who are we going to do this? We know... Oh, wait, yeah. Okay, Melodic stuck hitting Scald, so we definitely flip turn into them. Boy, I sure hope Incin has some value for whatever the heck's coming out in the back here. It's gonna be Zard or Aerodactyl. Or they didn't bring a Mega. I don't know. Either way, I think Snorlax deals with those both pretty decent. Scald Burn into Snorlax plus also Hyper Voice isn't great, but... Okay, it goes into Prim. Are we trying to get a double up KO or something? Just ignore Gengar, I guess. Mystical 5. Okay, we tank that easy. Alright, nice. We're also able to get Snorlax online a little bit here too, because we could hit Protect right now in order to make him useful in the sense of this is going to hit Perish count 1 at the end of this turn, right? Yeah, okay. And it's still stuck hidden Encore. Point being, we can get his Last Resort online by hitting like a Protect right now into the next turn. So I think that's pretty good, because counts should hit 1 right now, I believe, if we recall this correctly. We get the Snorlax HP all the way back to Gengar is taking a lot of burn tick over time here, as this Scald only put us below half HP, and now it's going to put us to like a quarter. But could we switch Gengar out? Is Prim at half HP even useful to a fight, is the question we need to ask ourselves, especially against something like Arrow, Sinistcha, Farigiraf. No, I don't think so. The only problem is it is a body for the Perish is the thing. If it's Mega Arrow, though, we're threatened on the Gengar slot, and a Protect would be very valuable, but then we could probably just send out Incineroar and intimidate whatever's in the back. So I think we just Protect here, probably. So yeah, we're going double Protect on the Snorlax and Gengar. Take a double KO with the Perish here. End up with the back two. If it's Charizard, I'm hitting Perish Song, no doubt about it. If it's Aerodactyl, I'm switching in Incineroar for Gengar. I think is how we go about this. But yeah, if it's Zard, or if it's like Sinistcha, or anything in the back other than Aerodactyl, I think I'm hitting Perish, zero doubt about it. So let's see what we end up with here. We'll take the double KO right now. Sorry, fellas. I'm recovering a little bit of my energy from the terrible losses we just took on our last two games. Let's lock in, though. Make sure we end up taking the dub here. I think Snorlax walls everything really, really well in the back. I mean, like, really well. I'd rather see Charizard, though, for sure. It's Arrow. Okay. We're for sure going Incin now. Yeah, Incinistia. Okay. Let's hit Encore into Arrow just in case it's Tailwind for some stupid reason. I'm getting out of him, though. I'm going into Incineroar for sure. We don't want to see Rock Slide over and over again, though, to be fair. So, is there any world where we Encore Sinistra to just make it so Prim is safe if it goes Rage Powder? We could do that, to be fair. But I'm for sure getting this Intimidate off into my mans. I'm not trying to see this nonsense. Unfortunately, Snorlax is kind of just a wall now. I don't think he does a lot offensively for us at all, and we're very likely to get burnt on, you know, the Sinistra Machas. What if we just kind of keep cycling Incineroar on parting shots and just kind of, like, maybe even manual switch him is the problem, but we're going to run out of bodies to, like, keep on staying alive with the Perish combo. Alright. Mega Arrow after Intimidate. Do we get this Encore off is the question. They go Strength Sap on our Snorlax. Alright. Thing is, we weren't planning to do anything about that anyway, so that's cool. I think this is Prim's time to shine a little bit. Technically, Snorlax can start blasting off some Last Resorts now too, though, since we've hit the combo. And like, low-key, do we just want to get Sinistra out of here and just start hitting like... Oh wait, but Strength Sap is gonna... We can't do damage into Sinistra right now. That's how this is gonna go. The Intimidates are valuable. But like, Gengar can't do anything now. Unless we can... No, he literally can't do anything now. So Gengar is literally useless, is what I'm getting at here. So I think we switch him in right now. He literally can't do anything, because we're just going to get outsped by Arrow and KO'd on anything. So Mega Aerodactyl just kind of owns us, like, with the fact that its base speed is just so much higher. So switching Gengar in right here makes a whole lot of sense. Yep, okay. Oh, wow. We're going to get KO'd by the burn anyway, though. So, a little unfortunate. At some point, we need to get Snorlax out of here if we want to threaten big damage, because this Last Resort's not going to do a whole lot. It's actually decent, still. I mean, we are going to be whittling Arrow down. We can hit him with a Fake Out plus Last Resort again, maybe. I mean, I think we win a slow fight here, low-key. I mean, Sinistra's not going to be able to do a thing. Is this Prim's time to shine, though? I don't think so. Not yet. I want to get this fight moving a little bit. What if they go with the Strength Sap into Incineroar instead this time? Kind of nice if they did. Okay. Let's start thinking some turns ahead here. Setting up the Encore and all that nonsense isn't exactly something we want to go through again with Snorlax, and this is nice that they do this. Primarina has value, but I think the problem is Incineroar needs to be kept alive 100%. We need to keep Incineroar alive so that it can deal with Sinistra at the end of this fight, because Snorlax has no ability to do damage to Sinistra. So we are just going to keep on firing off Last Resorts into Aerodactyl as much as we can, and we need to keep Incin alive. So Prim comes in here right now, I think, because the only thing Prim is useful for now is to just be a punching bag, while also maybe we could threaten a flip turn or something like that into their Arrow as well. We're trying to make use of these Strength Sap turns right now so that they can't do something like... oh, shoot. That's actually very concerning, come to think of it, is when this Sinistra ends up getting done with its Encore, that it could end up going for, like, Life Dew and stuff like that. We're not doing hardly any damage at all. Does the Encore end right now? It does. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. What's more damage for Prim? We're gonna do flip turn because it still has value for getting some like stuff out of this as well. Do they go, if they go matcha here, is this like actually like even worse than the going life do? I don't know. Who does it miss? Oh my gosh. Okay, now I really hope they actually do go life do or something like that. If it's not matcha, this is huge. I might have left myself vulnerable to this. Oh no. Prim. Oh, dang it, man. That's so tough. That's so tough. Hold on, man. There's still life. I feel like this has a chance. I mean, if we can crit arrow, that's even more huge than anything. Do we think it goes Rage Powder right here? I mean, we now have arrow like down 3 on its attack. And I feel like an obvious play is to go with something like... how much down is Snorlax? He's down 3. There's so many things they could do that's going to troll us right now. They could Life Do, and it's going to out-damage us, like, really hard. They could even, like, Protect Arrow. If they start Strength Sap spamming, we can't out-damage it with Incineroar. I think we lost. Strength Sap, Life Do, Matcha, Rage Powder. I don't know. Let's try this. I don't really know what our openings are, to be real with y'all. I think we're just literally stuck. Let's see what Sinistcha does. Okay. I mean, I think I like that quite a bit, to be real with y'all. Unfortunately, if we would have gone with, like, the Fake Out last... No, I think this was much better outcome. It was definitely a way better outcome. I might even protect Incin here. No. Well, no. We gotta delete this guy ASAP. And then, because, like, we're gonna have to start getting turns of actually hitting Sinistcha as well. And I don't think one is gonna do it. So, I don't know. We risk a crit. We risk a crit right here for sure. Aerodactyl hitting, you know, for instance, Incineroar. They go Protect. They're stalling it. Oh my gosh, man. Just another turn of whittling down our attack stat. I think they see the writing on the wall that we need Incineroar to win the 1v1 against Sinistcha at the end. Oh, man. Who? Never mind, bro. I want you to know that, like, Strength Sap is run on probably 10% of Sinistcha's at best. I think we're gonna lose this one again, bro. Frustrating gameplay. Unfortunately, we asked ourselves for this. I mean, Sinistcha and Snorlax being in a 1v1 at the end of, like, you know, Snorlax being on the field was definitely not something very helpful. This is very nice that it ends up missing Incineroar here. Problem is that Strength Sap is going to outdo our damage all day. We're going to have to fish for crits is kind of how this goes. It's going to be out of PP eventually, though, come to think of it. I'm about to look that up. Let's get on Showdown real quick. I need to do my turns ASAP, though, as well. So, as soon as it pops up, we got to get moving. Matter of fact, I'm just going to do a turn of not caring about it at all right now. I don't know. Screw it. Go here and here. Okay, Sinistcha. Matcha. It has 16 PP. That is a yikes, I must say. How many times do we think this has already done it? This is so bad, bro. We need crits. We need a crit so bad. What an absolutely cringe situation to be in right now, bro. The type of gameplay we've been getting tonight is just, like, so bad. We had some cinema games, but also some absolutely terrible ones too, bro. I don't know. They're probably gonna... dude, whatever. Just fire off moves. It doesn't even matter what we do right now. We just literally need crits. I mean, how do they plan to win this either, for that matter? I could just stall this timer out as much as I can and just keep blasting, like, moves off as fast as I can. Okay, they go Matcha. I mean, in a perfect world, they just actually keep doing this, because they're not going to win through this. Oh, wait, but they can keep sucking up some HP. And with Snorlax, holy moly, that's so bad, actually. They're going to take so much HP away from Snorlax. Gonna go Protect here. Oh, this is turned into degenerate gameplay. How much longer do we got? Where's the battle timer? Oh wait, oh no, it's not right there either. Why couldn't I see the battle timer? Like the overall, like, full time. So what does that mean they have? They have life... No, maybe they don't have life dew. Maybe they have strength sap, matcha. I don't know if they even have protect, to be fair. Hey, I'm playing this out to the end. I'll play for a stall. I don't care. I mean, they don't have a way of killing me. I don't have a way of killing them. So... I do, however, need to get my turns off very quickly. That's actually not a lot of HP being drained right there. Only problem is, once this actually is allowed to hit Snorlax, it's huge. 3 minutes left. I mean, we could certainly stall this till the end. The problem is, I'm starting to not want it to go to the end. Can we just crit one time, Incin, please? And honestly, I wish I could just delete Snorlax off the field right now. Oh, sheesh, dude. This is what you get when you're playing at 7 a.m. or 6 a.m. my time. How much are we stealing from Snorlax here? It's like 30 HP, 37. Oh, a burn. That actually helps me if this fight were to go on forever. Can we please crit? Can we just please crit one time? I'm fishing for him for the whole rest of this fight, pretty much. It's not happening there. It's tough, man. Well, we're going to draw, because there's no way they get the KOs on me. So, this is indeed going to end in a draw. No doubt about it. Unless I get a crit before this fight ends. While also, like, ending up not taking a ton of, like, damage, or, like, a ton of healing into Sinistcha in the process. Wowza. Talk about some invigorating gameplay. If you've ever seen it. Yeah, alright, whatever. I mean, they've committed to this being a draw at this point, because there ain't no way any of us are winning this. I guess they know that, and they just understand that that's their way to just stall this out as much as they can. One crit Incin would go a long way, man. A real, real long way. Alright, 1 minute. I have 20 seconds of personal timer. We are just, yeah, spamming this as much as we can. It's going to end in a draw. Simple as that. I think I'll take it, realistically. I don't know if it was looking likely that I actually won this. I mean, it was at one point. And then Arrow ended up in the back, and that made Gengar completely useless, and then we just had nowhere to play from there. Can get one crit, man. Not one. Okay, 16 seconds. Alright, we get one more turn of this, I think. Or is it gonna, like, actually end when this runs out? Is it gonna run one more turn? Nope. Alright, draw. Wait, I win? Oh, I had 2 Mons. Is that how that works? In this, like, mode or something? What in the world? Holy miracle. I thought that was a draw. Maybe they don't do draws in the tournament, I guess. Wow. I'm so glad I didn't just give up on the game. That's insane. I mean, I wouldn't have anyway, because I was trying to get a draw rather than a loss. But, yo, that's crazy, though. Oh, my gosh. That turns this whole night around as far as, like, the win-loss, you know, record. For that not to be a draw, or especially a loss, for that matter, too. Wow. Them dudes feel so salty. They just sat in that game for 23 minutes just to not actually get a win, or let alone even a draw. Well, that's interesting information to at least know moving forward. That's annoying though, for sure. Obviously, a Strength Sap Sinistcha was like, that's our loss condition. I don't know. I was playing so that Incineroar could end up in the back, and then like, go figure. They have an Arrow in Sinistcha as their remaining Pokemon instead of the Charizard that I was hoping to see, and I could just outspeed and perish. We would have won easy, but. Just gotta be Mega Arrow and like a Sinistcha with Strength Sap that can just sit here and take away my HP every single, you know, moment. What an annoying game. Alright, that took forever. Let's get into the next one. Dude, that was the halfway marker on our like run right now. that game took forever. Alright, yikes. Mega Gardevoir. With the meta trio sitting in the squad as well. Do we kind of like Snorlax here, low-key? Sort of, kind of? We need to play for Basque Legion in the back. It's so much more likely to be in the back, and that has to be a condition that we play into. I think this is a no-go Kamo-O game, and we're going to have to find a way around Kingambit is the problem. That's not very easy to do, however, is the thing. I don't think we can afford to bring Kamo-O. Maybe we have to, though. I don't know. It's always so hard to beat Gardevoir with Kamo-O on the team, though. Yeah, I don't think we can. We're going Snorlax. Unfortunately, we leave ourselves very vulnerable to if it's low kick everywhere. That could be pretty bad. I think we want back Perish, because that's how we deal with Kingambit if it's not in the front. And then, yeah, I don't know if Incin's super valuable either, to be fair. Okay. In Gengar Sableye we trust, in Snorlax's HP bar we trust. We have to really hope it's not low kick everywhere, like I said, and then Sneasler close combat can be tough. I hope they bring Sneasler though, is the thing, and especially in the lead. We're just gonna have to see how this goes. Okay, they're pretty high rated, yeah, they're in like almost 1700 range. Gardevoir Kingambit. We don't like that very much at all, to be real with you. They led double threatening things into Gengar, for sure. And I don't know if we have a way to deal with it quickly, either. You can always disable the Kingambit, so like double protect is kind of the play here. I just feel like I'd get myself baited pretty hard by doing stuff like this. Because then it's like if Gardevoir goes for Moonblast, then I don't even have any like value out of that. Or I shouldn't say that. Hang on, let's lock in. Is it double protect? I think so. What's worst case scenario here? Swords Dance Kingambit, I think, is like no doubt, but like how many people are even running that? Otherwise, I think this is a neutral play that doesn't have a whole lot of negative to it, because like I don't think they would go Trick Room, and if they do, we can just Encore them into it, because it's not like Farigiraf's on the field. So, let's start sifting this down. If it's Psychic, we could always Encore plus Switch. If it's Hyper Voice, we could disable plus Switch. Okay. So, like, for instance, we could disable the Gardevoir Hyper Voice. I mean, we could double disable, technically, too, but I'm a little bit concerned about the idea of it switching to Psychic. I'm sorry, I'm not commentating. I'm thinking really hard right now. Disable. Takes away Hyper Voice. If it tries it again, we Encore it next turn. Kingambit's the only threat on the field, but they could switch too. But at least we get ourselves out of this sticky situation right now. I could have gone Snorlax, but I think I'm a little bit more concerned about it hitting low kick eventually into this, so I don't really want to do that. Might have been a better neutral play, to be fair though. Okay. So we literally could have played this as basic as possible. We could have just literally gone with like disable and trolled the heck out of them like really hard. Prim's gonna be faster than Kingambit. I don't really like that. I feel like we threatened Perish. Nah, but like I don't know. It's just gonna be a switch fest, and who's going to switch is kind of what it would come down to. Okay, here's the idea. Moonblast here. We should be faster. And then Encore the disabled Gardevoir. Yeah. Thing is, my Prim is speed down nature. And their Kingambit might be neutral. Like it might not be a speed down nature at all. So then my Prim might be faster. Let's see. Okay, Kingambit's faster. It hits Kowtow into Sableye. We tank that, but it's not like preferred. But thing is, we know Basket Legion's wave, or yeah, its Last Respects is like, oh no, that's so annoying. That is like the most annoying thing I've ever seen. Actually, it's actually stupid as heck. Like, we're going double protect, I think. Just to start to kind of have the Basket Legion moveset like narrowed down a little bit. It's pretty likely Iron Head now from Kingambit into Primarina, I'd assume, or they feel confident about it getting a KO into Sableye, which maybe we actually do this then. It isn't any good though. Yikes, dude. Whatever. Let's do this. I don't like the idea of, like, if Prim can just get KO'd at this point, we'll take it, honestly, is the way I see this. Like a Wave Crash into Sableye, which means probably Iron Head +2 into Prim, yeah. Alright. What a stupid Moonblast, like, drop that we get. I guess I gotta play around that, man. Okay, I have an idea. Wait. No, that wouldn't work. I mean, we have to play around Scarf Basket Legion, but now the Kingambit threatens huge Sucker Punch damage. It's the most annoying thing I've probably ever seen. Like, that even happened. I really don't even know where we can go from here, to be real with you. Like, that drop was, like, the most game-changing thing I've ever seen. We can't send him in yet. It just simply doesn't work that way. We're gonna have to like Encore disable into Basket Legion or something like that. Make them a non-threat. I just don't know how we deal with Kingambit anymore, man. It's just not gonna happen. Like, we simply can't. Oh, we're so cooked. We're so cooked. It's not even funny. And now Kingambit's just gonna KO Sableye. I couldn't do anything here at all. I don't know. We're literally done for. So frustrating. That's just so entirely frustrating. And then they just trolled me, obviously, right here as well. They bring their Meta 3, same old Pokemon over and over again. This dude went Protect on Kingambit for God knows what reason. Okay, I don't know. I have some outs now, but it's like still pointless because again, Kingambit just can't be dealt with now by our whole team. This is why I have to bring, I literally have to bring him every time, man. Kamo-O into Kingambit. There's no solution otherwise. It's just so tough because then when you surround it with Mega Gardevoir, you can't have Kamo-O on the field. It's such a positioning battle at that point. All right, we're gonna have to hope that this is close combat plus Kowtow. Kowtow into Sableye, close combat into Snorlax. That's our way to play around this. And then hope it doesn't have Sucker Punch. Probably. Even that, I still don't know if that saved the day. It is indeed close combat. And is indeed Kowtow. Alright. Now what the heck do we do? Disable here? I think that's the move. and then Encore here. We're gonna have to hope that they were just ready and Kowtow anyway, but now it's like Ironhead still probably takes KOs into Gengar. Let me see. I'm gonna look at the calc. +2 Kingambit. They go Protect. So they find a way around that a little bit. They didn't go Sucker Punch, however, so it's possible this is Kowtow now. Ironhead +2 is huge damage, dude. We're dead. We're dead on Gengar with Ironhead. It's not even close. So how do we steer around this? We don't, dude. It's like so Jover. It's not even funny. This guy getting +2 just ended the game. That's all it is. I mean, genuinely, I have no idea what we could possibly do. I don't know. I guess we just fire off a Shadow Ball on him or something. I have no idea, man. Okay, never mind. There's an idea. There's an idea, but we need to keep him offline. I'm running out of so much time though, because I've had to think so hard on everything that we do here. So we keep him stuck protecting. The plan is that we want to now Encore Kingambit into like some troll move. But now, actually, no, that's not going to work either, because now if it goes Ironhead, yeah, now what do we even do about that? There's nothing. There's nothing at all. We can't disable that either. Whatever, dude. It's over. I don't know. Man. The worst part is, I mean, we live in Ironhead if it weren't Defiant boosted. And then it's even worse, too, that it wasn't off an Intimidate, so it's not even like a +1 Defiant. It's like a +2, you know, off some stupid stuff like Special Attack being dropped. And we 2-hit KO him back as well. Oh, wait, that's a crit. Okay. Yeah. Jover. I don't know, man. My bad, I guess. Hitting Moonblast into a Kingambit. I can't do that. Just a bad play. I've tried so long to have, like, Sableye set up for a fake out potential while leading into, like, you know, being able to fake out their Kingambit and threaten damage at him, but we just can't. Like, with 3 Mons, I wasn't able to do it. So, I don't know, whatever. Game's over, man. Freaking terrible, terrible game. All right, I know we've had an awful stretch right here of, like, it's been 4 games, actually. Like, 4 terrible games in a row after having a great first 5. What do we have here? Trick Room team with Reuniclus. Unfortunately, I think if I go look at the showdown on them, I think they are 30 base speed. So our Snorlax plays a little bit tough into that. I probably will still bring him, though, to be fair. Alright, we're not making the mistake of not bringing Combo against Kingambit ever again. That's just, it's gotta happen. I don't care how many fairies they have other than that. Okay, they don't have the ability to stop our priority moves, though. They do have a Prankster Meowstic themselves, though, but... Alright, Combo has to come. We're locking that in. Snorlax walls really good, but Conkeldurr and Kingambit threaten pretty big with the low kick as well, and plus whatever fighting move Conkeldurr has. Prim still provides that perish value in the back as well. But Snorlax operating in a Trick Room could be really valuable too. And then we still have 2 ghosts on the team to deal with the low kick stuff and, like, whatever the case may be in that. This is still not a perfect bring, but, like, I don't know if we have much choice, to be real with you. Prim was the only alternative, but still doesn't, like, threaten big damage. And if we couldn't set up Perish in the back anyway, then that's kind of the problem. I think that's... it was questionable, though. Like, we could potentially have value there, but I don't know that for sure. Alright, Meowstic, Reuniclus. Alright, so we're being threatened with double psychic moves. Yep, classic. This might even be Psy Spam as well. Gengar. I can't mess around with this too much. I was gonna go to the calc and look up Meowstic. No, I'm not even gonna worry about it. We can't think about stuff like this right now. I was considering going with a Shadow Ball into one of these guys plus a Fake Out, but I don't think we can do that. Now, what in the world can Meowstic do that trolls us right now? Is it Psychic Terrain? And then they start firing off freaking... Yeah, that would suck. Let's go here. Trick Room Psychic Terrain is kind of what I'm envisioning would happen. And then we could Encore, I think. We could Encore Reuniclus into Trick Room if it ends up popping off on that. Unfortunately, a lot of unorthodox mons we're seeing tonight, though a lot of it has been metagaming too, so I don't even know which one I prefer less. Okay, so we stop Psychic Terrain from getting off at the very least right here. While also, let's see what Reuniclus wants to do. Trick Room. Alright, we Encore this 100%. Only problem is, now we're threatened by a KO with Gengar, so we might have to switch him out, is the thing. I really would like to do big damage, is the thing. But especially if it's Mega Meowstic, that would be awful too. Now, they were probably trying to set I don't know. Do we just drop it? Do we just go crazy? I don't think we can afford to. I'm playing this slow and safe, because that would just be terrible. But we definitely Encore the Trick Room here. It's tough, man. I would have loved to have just blasted Meowstic with huge damage, but I'm worried that Meowstic is going to threaten to KO into us with a Psychic move. They didn't Mega, so I don't really know what their Mega play is here, to be real. We'll have to find out, I guess. They did go for... Dude, I could have done it. I literally could have done it. I don't know, man. You just outthink yourself too many times, I guess. It is what it is. But now we threaten Encore into Meowstic. I guess we protect Snorlax, unfortunately. Not... Oh, well, yo. Uh-oh. Okay, so we can't use priority moves anymore. So now this is where they go Mega. They were trying the whole time to set that up, dude. Well, looking back, now it's a no-brainer that we should have just fired off a Shadow Ball. It was our opening. So hard. They would have been dead. They just literally lost the game. Reuniclus is stuck out here. I don't know what we do now, to be real. They still haven't Mega'd, so I guess that means that it's not. I don't know. And of course they bring Conkeldurr too. Expanding Force, I'm guessing. No, they go Reflect, dude. What in the world are we cooking right now? I gotta get Sableye out of here. He has no value at all. It's just so terrible because, like, Kamo-O and Gengar are both weak to Psychic moves. They brought both their Psychic types. They don't bring King Gambit. They don't bring Mega Blastoise. Maybe it is Mega Blastoise. I don't know. It's terrible. How long is Psychic Terrain still up for? 3 turns. It's so bad. It's so bad, dude. Oh my god, I have no plays. I have no plays to be made at all. I thought I was safe sitting here into these Psychic types, and I was, man. I could have made a big play, but, like, just dudes want to sit here and set up their one-trick Psychic Terrain, I'm guessing, is the only way that they wanted to go about that, I guess. Yeah, Expanding Force. Alright, yeah. Goodbye, Gengar. Somehow we live that. Go figure, too. It's not Mega Meowstic. I don't know. I was spoofed by a lot of different plays they could have made. That's the problem. To explain things if this somehow ends up still being a video, and honestly, it probably will. I want you guys to see, like, the struggle as well. And it has certainly been a tale of two halves of the run today so far. But basically, if they would have just threatened a Mega Meowstic KO into my Gengar in the Trick Room because my Gengar is slower than their Meowstic, or faster than their Meowstic, they would have been able to take a one-hit KO into me, and I would have been cooked. But because they didn't end up doing that in the first place at all, I now look so stupid, and it's definitely Sheer Force, Rock Slide. That's oh, okay, never mind, it's a crit. Okay. I just look really dumb now for the plays that we made. Like, I don't know. And then the Psychic Terrain getting up was a huge loss condition. Like, it was so obvious I'm going to lose a game that way. But, I mean, now what do we do? Encore their Psychic Terrain, maybe, as it ends. I mean, I can't even switch Sableye in, dude. This is so bad. Or, Expanding Force, I mean. Maybe that's how we get some value out of this. Too bad Conkeldurr is just gonna blast a freaking nasty move into our Snorlax, dude. I'm getting outplayed so bad, but again, they would have looked so terrible. I would have trolled them so hard for just taking a KO with the Encore into their... Yeah, like, I don't know, I'm getting really frustrated, and it's not... I don't think it's an accumulation, like I need to get off the game or anything like that. I think it's just truly like, wow. It's so frustrating to see a play that you could have... For some reason they go Rock Slide, dude. I don't know what's up with that, but... Okay, I mean, we're low-key back online. Unfortunately, Meowstic can just switch out, but, do we Encore their Rock Slide now? They're stuck in Expanding Force, but, like, we're still not safe. I don't remember if on this entry Snorlax used Protect or not. I probably still need to use it, and it'd be good for leftovers HP anyway. Last Resort getting back online while they're stuck in Rock Slide spam would be pretty convenient. Yeah, obvious to do the switch. Is it Blastoise? Yep, Mega Blastoise. Alright. Probably Kamo's time to shine now, to be real with you. It's going to be a Protect Sableye, switch Kamo, or switch Snorlax out. Let me get in on Kamo. Chances they go Meowstic again? Maybe? Who knows? I can't afford to do anything other than this, so we'll see what they do. Maybe they really don't like the idea of being stuck using Rock Slide on Conkeldurr. Yeah. Oh, what an annoying team. What an absolutely annoying team. You know it has Expanding Force at least. It's gonna be too much damage into Kamo, dude. It's like, we're so cooked. Maybe it's Water Spout or something. I don't know. Okay. It's decent. Not gonna be that bad. Probably take like 60 HP. Yep. We still disable him though? Maybe? Why not? We're still cooked into this slot though. And we don't threaten any way of shutting Meowstic down either. And then who knows, maybe its Prankster is like faster than ours too. It is, so it's gonna get the Psychic Terrain off guaranteed. That's it, that is if it even does it. Maybe it just fires off a Psychic move into our Kamo-O. Who knows, man? Yep, it's just a one-trick Psychic Terrainer, I guess, man. I don't know. Water Spout would do less damage now, but... goes Dragon Pulse into Kamo. Okay. Can't check for that, to be real with you either. I don't know, this thing gets Dark Pulse, Aura Sphere, Water Spout, Water Pulse, Fake Out. Like, it's just, I don't know, its moveset just ends up so deep. Good stuff, having Dragon Pulse. It's tough, man. I'm obviously getting very tilted, you know, but... Okay, Gengar in non-Trick Room. finally his moment to get out here. But unfortunately, they are going to take an easy KO into Gengar on one of these slots. And we also can't really do much here either. Yeah, what can I say, man? Snorlax is getting trolled right now. This type of Trick Room team is not what we've checked ourselves in for. Not even a Trick Room team. This is just Psy Spam, but like even more elite, if we're being honest. I'm doomed. No KO either. Alright. Chalk this one up. Not letting me forfeit. I don't know. I really just can't. What the heck, man? Just gotta sit here and watch this. This was an elite team. I'm telling y'all, I don't know. These, like the oh wait, this, I don't even know if this is a Japanese player. No, I guess not. They love their Trick Room teams though, and they're so good on them too. But anyway, game over. Shouldn't have brought Sableye. I kind of forgot about the whole Psy Spam, like, you know, Psychic Terrain. I mean, how many times has anybody watching this video at this point seen a Psychic Terrain, like, on the field? I mean, Indeedee not being in the game is literally just what stops that from even happening, if you ask me. But I don't know. Oh, shoot, man. We're down so bad now. It's tough. What are we at? I've lost track. We lost 3 in a row now or something? I don't know. I'm gonna tally this up and come back to that in the next recording here. Alright, so I tallied it up and we're 5-5, but I guess, like, you just lose more for losing than you win, than you gain for winning. So I'm, like, negative in the points, even though we're 5-5 right now. But yeah, I guess that's just how this stuff goes. So anyway, into the next game. I apologize. Sorry the heater's running, but I don't know. I'm trying to get these games moving forward, obviously. Why are we not loading in here? Okay, thank you. Trick Room team, with Tailwind potential as well, from 2 different slots. And Mega Greninja being threatened as well. This is an awful matchup for us. Combo is necessary, but takes big damage from both the speed controllers. Snorlax, not as useful here, probably, to be real. We're threatened by not even being able to lead Sableye either. I think this is just a no-brainer. We gotta go Prim Gengar and threaten double Perish. It's probably we should have been doing a little bit more here, but I don't know. Do we bring Sableye just in case it's the Tailwind team? Incineroar, are you invaluable? I don't know. Not really. And I need this for Greninja too. What are the chances of Trick Room plus Greninja? That's so unlikely. So, I don't know. Yeah, let's bring Sableye in the back. Gengar Prim, pray to God we can take a KO off the Perish on the lead. One way or another. Switch combo around. Sableye get in kind of ugly as well, probably. Prim can at least flip turn and whatnot too, so that could be pretty viable. But who fits on both teams is the question we have to ask ourselves. Basculegion, I don't know. T-Tar makes sense into both. Farigiraf actually makes sense on both, technically. Like, a Tailwind Farigiraf is actually kind of valuable. Greninja makes no sense on a Trick Room team. I don't know, it seems more like Tailwind. That's why I also still wanted to bring Sableye too. These guys are pretty high ranked, way higher than what we're currently on after our 50-50 slide, apparently. Alright, it is their Trick Room team. I guess it's Mega T-Tar, probably. We're going Perish on Prim. Zero doubt about it. Like, no questions asked. If we get Rock Slide flinched to death, oh well. That's just how it's going to be, I guess. So who's on? Okay, it's got to be Corv, and then Basculegion makes sense, I guess, if it's like, you know, operated for Trick Room. Yeah, we have to do it this way, I think. Protect plus Perish. We could disable potentially into one of these slots, but I'm not gonna lie, it's very likely just gonna end up being a flip turn from Prim, because we don't want Gengar taking hits, especially not into his own slot. So. This has been a rough stretch, for sure, man. See if we can work our way out here. So, T-Tar hits Rock Slide. Let's see it. Could Could be Scarfed, too. They go Hyper Voice, too. I mean, what a terrible play into Gengar, but, like, good play into Prim, obviously. We still get Perish off. Problem is, if we get flinched, we're getting trolled. So, what can you do? I don't know. It's just Pokemon Champions, to be real with y'all. You just have to play this flinch game, I guess. I'm really, really surprised Farigiraf went Hyper Voice. I feel like that's such a stupid play, but I don't know. I guess, what can you do? I'm getting this communicating very often right now. We don't disable anything, because they did awful moves for the sake of the slot. I think we go Kamo right here. Makes a lot of sense. If they go Psychic, though, that wouldn't make a lot of sense, but it's like, why in the world did they click Hyper Voice? I'm kind of spoofed by that a little bit. I feel like I'm going to use my common sense knowledge and just go with something like this instead, but... I guess it covers for Hyper Voice even still, so Hyper Voice and Psychic, neither are going to do damage into the Sableye slot. Alright, we're Rock Slide spamming that T-Tar, man. Psychic. Can we get this flip turn off? I know I'm asking a lot, not get double flinched. Alright, yeah, it worked out. Okay. I tell you guys what, man, I've had enough of this Rock Slide flinch spam nonsense. Alright, Perish count is not fully solved. We have a useless Sableye on the field right now, I'm not going to lie to you, and there's really no way around it. So, what I think needs to happen is I need to sack Prim in an attempt to, like, let's say, protect Gengar, and then sack Prim. Wait, no, that doesn't even save us either. I think I need to send Prim in next turn. We go double protect, I switch Prim in, hope to get KO'd, switch Kamo in to Gengar slot. So like a double switch, pretty much. But then hope that... Or, wait, my bad. Don't switch Sableye out. Protect right now. Double protect. Hope that... I'm not going to lie, though. Dang, there's no way that the Farigiraf can even touch Sableye. Okay, wait. My bad. I read the numbers wrong. So their Perish count's at 2. We just double protect, hard switch both next turn. It's a no-brainer. Which ones do we want to switch into which spot? We definitely want Kamo going into Sableye, just to cover for the Psychic move not happening. And then we probably want Prim going into the Gengar slot for dark moves and stuff like that. Prim's probably going to get KO'd. Okay, and they go Knockoff plus, okay, a Psychic. Oh no, Trick Room. Okay. Depending on what they have in the back, that's not even that bad, but we'll have to see. I feel like Prim's pretty valuable now, because we could actually get the Perish off with that. Do I just sack Sableye now? Or like only switch out Gengar and leave Sableye in? Pretty much. It's kind of what I'm thinking. Because what in the heck in the back could they even have that Prim underspeeds? I think we want Sableye to get KO'd though, if that is the case. Unfortunately that means Psychic switch though into this slot. That'd be kind of bad. I don't know if I can do anything other than that, though, to be real with you. Can I improvise? Yeah, we have to. Okay, so no Psychic coming in here, and then Prim coming in here. Maybe I'm holding on to Gengar too hard, though. I might be. Maybe letting Gengar die right here would have been the right play. We'll have to see. Does Sandstorm go out in like one more turn, I think? Should be. Okay. Prim KO'd. So this is where I feel like I might have held on too hard to, okay, and there goes our Lumberry. But I might have held on too hard to Gengar, because it's possible that, like, if I just let Gengar go down to that Psychic right there, and had Prim available for the Perish, that, like, whatever's in the back, we maybe just end up being able to beat. But now I think we go Sableye and double protect Kamo plus Sableye. They didn't Mega. What in the world could their Mega be? If this... Dude, Trick Room Greninja? I just feel like, how does that make sense? And if it is, he's cooked. Like, so cooked. So very, very likely to be Corviknight. Are Fake Outs available now? Or do they just go Basculegion and random no Mega here? They do. Is it Corv still, though? They go Greninja and Basculegion. Okay. Make this make sense, dude. I don't freaking know. I have no idea what in the world is going on right now. We double protect, disable Basculegion, Trick Room's still available in the next turn, and then we just blast freaking Body Press into Greninja, I guess. Wait, I do have Fake Out available though, but no, Kamo-O is threatened by Basculegion Last Respects pretty hard here. So yeah. How long is Trick Room still going for though? 3 turns? I think that's fine. Not to mention the Sash gets broke on Greninja for the Sandstorm chip that happens one more time. If it happens to be Focus Sash. I'm guessing Greninja hits Protect here. And Last Respects probably from Bask. Okay, it does hit Protect. It proteins into a normal type. Indeed. I wonder if they're trying to spoof me and just make it so I use something with Sableye into that slot. We are disabling Last Respects though. No doubt about it. Hitting Body Press into Greninja. We're literally in a Trick Room right now. I don't know how in the world I'd ever underspeed this thing. So yeah, disable into Basculegion. The only way to get out of this is like Aqua Jet. And then also at some point here, maybe our speed for the sake of Gengar will be useful again, but I don't know. I don't know if Gengar sees value again. I want to know how they get out of this Greninja problem right now. Like, Mega Greninja in a Trick Room. Explain to me how this is possibly going to get out of this. He's not. Okay, they're just stupid. Sorry for my lack of better, you know, terminology, but what in the world? I mean, like, literally, what in the world is going on? Like, why is that even something people are bringing? Yeah, alright, GG. Thanks for the free game, champions. Needed it, for sure. Wow, I don't know. What are they doing? I don't know, man. I don't even know why you'd click Trick Room, for that matter, either, if that's the case. That seems crazy, but, oh well. Hey, I'll take it. I mean, we played that correctly, you know, toward the end right there. That was a really tough team for us to beat, too, I must say. So, hey, to be back up +1 and still, we just moved up literally 5,000 spots in one game. That's crazy that so many people are teetering this exact spot I'm at right now. I guess it goes to show where, like, the hard stuck spot is for sure. So, anyway, yeah, we're back to 1,600 on the rating. It's only 100 up from the default, though, after, I believe, what is, yeah, 26 games. So, our total record, if I'm not mistaken, we are 6-5 on this current day, and then we went 11-4 previously. So that means we are 17-9, I think. Does that add up? Yeah, it does. 17-9, I think, is the current record. So, oh well, let's keep it moving. It was a good bounce back, at least, for sure. All right, going into game 12 here, we are 6-5 right now, and as I just mentioned at the end of that one, whatever our total record is, I don't even remember now. Okay, Sableye, good game for sure right here. A lot of value, potential Sun team with the Charizard Venusaur, potentially Garchomp with Scarf, I would assume, or Basculegion with Scarf. We got good old Incin and, like, you know, classic, pretty much. So, I think we like Gengar Sableye lead with Snorlax in the back. Makes a lot of sense for the thick fat and also just in general walls like everybody here except Sneasler. If they don't put Sneasler on the lead, I'd assume they don't bring him. Kind of my general thought process there. This is good into Garchomp while also still doing a lot of good resist into specific moves of everybody. However, still is vulnerable in some ways. Kamo-O, I'm not really feeling so much, to be real, but like it actually can be pretty helpful, especially if we can disable something like Garchomp eventually. You could say the same for Prim, but it doesn't really do anything into Venusaur or Charizard. So I don't really want to bring Prim. Kamo-O or Incin. If we go Incin, we got to rely on the Perish of Eye. If we go Kamo-O, it saves us, and we can actually take KOs on things, especially paired with Sableye. So who do we want to protect more? Sableye and Gengar. Let's go Kamo. If it's the weather team, I feel like the only thing Incin is good for then is just being a sponge for like damage. And also Kamo-O lets us deal with their Incineroar a whole lot easier as well. If this happens to be like next to something, I can deal with it on the lead. All right, let's lock in here. We got to keep taking dubs. Sneasler Garchomp. We love that. We literally love that. We're going Perish plus Fake Out into Garchomp. I'll lose my Sash. I don't care. It's easy way to go about this for sure. What's the worst case scenario here? They switch Incineroar in right here, I think. Probably. And then losing my Sash is kind of tough, but it's like, oh well. I feel like getting a Perish set up here is kind of a no-brainer. Seems like a really easy play. And then it leaves our double protect available for next turn too. They stay in. Okay. Alright. I'm with it. Worst case scenario here now. Sneasler has Throat Chop. That would suck. They protect. Oh my gosh. We're going to boom them. We're going to boom them so hard. Like, they just lost both Mons already. We go protect Gengar now and encore the Sneasler. I mean, honestly, Sneasler can't do anything regardless. So, like, maybe we just double protect anyway just to make sure that we save Sableye. But I don't think Garchomp does massive damage into Sableye. And even still, they probably want to do something like... I don't know. Maybe they're readying an Earthquake. I bet that's what they did. They probably readied Earthquake from Garchomp. And then decided to go protect on Sneasler. I mean, low-key, if we double protect right here, we can then disable whatever Garchomp wants to do. It just leaves us vulnerable to Sneasler on the next turn is all. I'd rather not get Dire Clawed and all types of status nonsense, to be real with you. We're leaving Sableye a little bit vulnerable right here. I assume, I'm pretty confident we don't get KO'd though. What are the no, if they would have gone for the double protect, it wouldn't have worked. So, let's see. Oh, Stomping Tantrum would be huge damage though, because I just faked him out. Yikes, I didn't think about that. Okay, it's Rock Slide. We do not care, my friend. We do not care. I'm encoring that, to be real. And then, matter of fact, what I'm going to do too, I'm going to encore Disable combo, so that basically what we can do is next turn switch in for free on whoever's in the back. So we have a faster encore into the Rock Slide. If Garchomp is Scarfed, then oh well, I'm cool with taking a Rock Slide anyway. I'm going to be real with you. I do not care. So, boom. We encore Rock Slide, disable it just to pretty much make him struggle next turn. And if he's not Scarfed, we're faster. So, punishing him for hitting Rock Slide, or in the case that he is Scarfed. Okay, he's not Scarfed, so boom, there we go. Bro can't do anything. Now we double switch. He's cooked. They're literally stuck protecting on Sneasler and struggling on Garchomp. So, yeah, quite a setup that we did right here. This is letting the back switch in for free entirely. So it's Snorlax Kamo-O. I think, like, that's fine. I don't think Basculin takes a one-hit KO, and then, like, it's probably Mega Charizard too, though. But, like, again, I don't know. I mean, it's going to be able to do, like, flying-type moves into Kamo-O, but I don't know. I mean, realistically, it'd be nice if I could even just keep these guys out here and, like, have Gengar Sableye. Maybe I could have switched one out. No, because I would have had to disable his encore his Rock Slide. So Sableye couldn't switch out right there no matter what. Okay. Snorlax walls. Snorlax walls hard into whatever's left here. I might have said encore Sneasler into the fake outs. I meant to say protect, obviously, but here, let's see what gets hit. Okay, so that's decent damage, but it would have been nice if it was Snorlax there, because with leftovers, we get some value, but anyway. Who are we assuming is in the back? Charizard, Venusaur? We have a Lumberry on Kamo-O, so if we get Sleep Powdered there, we're chilling. I'm gonna start running some calcs. I'm gonna lock in here. Charizard Y. Combo. Air Slash one-hit KOs from here. Like 100%. It's insane. Okay. Is it X? Charizard X, maybe? Boy, I wish I could switch out, like, cleanly here, to be real with you. I don't want to switch Sableye into anything, but I think it might be necessary, is the thing. Where I'm concerned is if it's X and it go... No, because if it's Heat Wave, I simply can't afford that. Combo O isn't valuable anymore other than to just take the KO into Incineroar, but if we can get in cleanly with Gengar, that means we take Perish KO. So what I think we do here is we just send him out, and if they want to Air Slash into his slot, so be it. And then... We're going to Encore in case it's X, I think, is how I want to go about this. I could get faked out on Snorlax, and this might be, like, negative value. But, okay, it's Y. Alright. They probably KO Combo here, but that's fine. I'm pretty much just going to go for a... if this is Tailwind, that sets us up for the Perish. To be fair, they could fake out our Snorlax, Air Slash the... Okay, they go Heat Wave. We eat this easy. Like, super easy. And they didn't fake out either. So now we hit the Body Press, too. No Chople Berry. It's not going to KO. But huge damage. And now we keep him stuck in Heat Wave, too. Okay, it's Citrus. Yeah, nice one, bro. They must have handed us the bots after. I'm trolling. I'm hating on people a little excessively here, but I will say, as much as I now will look bad for this, I don't remember what the Heat Wave damage did into Combo O, so I don't know if it's going to KO now. It probably will, but honestly, like I said, I'm not trying to switch them into anything anyway, so we're just going to go with this. And I still need to Protect with Snorlax to be able to get the Last Resort online, but now Snorlax just wins, I think. So we just do the Protect to get him, like I said, back online. And if they go for something into Combo O, that's fine. If not... Oh, right, we Encored him anyway. Yeah, so let's see if this takes a KO. Oh, it doesn't. All right, we get the KO on Incin here. Easy now. And now Snorlax easy just 1v1s this Charizard Y. No questions asked at all. Like, we have Last Resort online and Charizard's going to be just hitting only Heat Wave. They're, like, done for. Alright, man, we're getting some bounce backs. I'm appreciating it quite a bit for that matter, too. Who cares? I'm sitting here concerning about keeping Mons alive and stuff. Let's just hit this. Yeah. It's cool. We just end up getting in on Gengar, outspeeding and KOing. Let's see some big damage here, Snorlax. Nice 70 to 80%, something like that. Boom. Oh, whoa. Oh, Incin, Intimidate. Every time I want this man to do big damage, I've been intimidated. It just looks so stupid for me to call out the damage that we're doing. But... Right, because Snorlax, yeah, -1. Yeah, I think 1,000 times over, even with the attack down on Snorlax, he wins this 1v1 like every time. And then Gengar outspeeds, gets a Shadow Ball. Low-key, Charizard's gonna KO Gengar here, I think. Wow, we live it. In a crit on Snorlax. That didn't look like a crit at all, and he gets the burn, but we're still gonna KO him right here. Alright, so we keep 3 alive. That's cool. I'll take it. Alright, we're back up. +2 now. For the day. And for that matter, still, like, you know, doing pretty good. So, man. It's been a game of runs. It's been a day of runs so far. So hard. We've started good with our first 5. Absolutely sucked in the middle stretch. And now we're back on a 2-game win streak. So, fair enough. We got bailed so hard on that Sinistcha Strength Sap one, for the record. That really should have been a tie at best. So we've benefited a little bit off of like some luck stuff as well. But hey, I mean, we played it out. What can you say? Is what it is. So good game right there. All right. I just want to say before we go into this one, after going to the bathroom and taking a quick little break and then a quick little lap around the house, kind of came to the conclusion, and it's going to sound corny, But I wanted to tell myself what would Wolfie do, and how I kind of just admire his ability to like knock off the L's and just like never show his frustration. It's something that I also wish that I were doing better here, and we're gonna turn that around, whether we win or lose moving forward here, because I don't really like that I'm like being a front runner right now, if you get what I'm saying, where I'm only being like positive when we are able to take W's and like being kind of a negative Nancy when we're taking L's. To be fair, I feel like I was weathering it pretty good though at the beginning, but then we started getting on a big loss streak and it was pretty rough, obviously, but we're right back up, and I think being in this moment has allowed me to understand like, yo, whether we win or lose, I need to be approaching this in a more positive and more learning experience way, if you know what I'm saying. So anyway, moving forward, let's get into the next one. We got 3 more. I believe, like I said, we're 2 games up, so that should mean, I don't know what that actually equals out to for the total record. But, yeah. Oh, whoa, weird team here. Super off meta. Mega Lopunny, for sure. All right, what do we do with Mega Lopunny? That is a great question, actually, with my team, I must say. It's concerning. Remind me real quick. I'm gonna pull up Showdown. Lopunny. Okay, yeah. So if we send it out on the lead, it would like if we send Insane out on the lead, it would make it so they at the very least would get yeah, they would get their attack dropped with maybe Prim too, maybe Sableye. I don't really like Sableye. I think we need to bring Kamo is the thing. Scarf Tyrantrum is actually quite a menace, I must say. I think no Snorlax here. Yeah, I don't think we want to bring him. Do we want Prim? Prim's threatened pretty hard by the Salazzle. And yeah, I don't know about that. Let's go Sableye in the back, and then I think still Kamo as well. Kamo Gengar, or Kamo Incineroar sounds like a pretty good lead in this team too, low key. I don't got time for it. That's tough. I probably would have swapped that around if I had time, to be real with you. Let's see if it would have been a good move or not. I'm worried they're going Lopunny on the lead, but again, we're here to fake it out at the very least. Or not fake it out, but intimidate it. Yeah, okay. One second. I'm looking into some calcs and stuff. Okay. Yeah. I think we go with I don't know if I really like the idea of Perish plus fake out into Lopunny though, but what if I leave myself vulnerable to Lopunny though, and we go fake out into Tyrantrum with an attack drop on Lopunny? It's big damage into Incineroar, to be fair. I'm leaving him real vulnerable, but I'm going for this. I believe Lopunny can't threaten big enough damage into Gengar. Let's see it. I'm going to keep looking at some calc stuff in the meantime. Lopunny threatens 0 damage into Kamo for that matter as well. Yeah, I mean, a -1 Mega Lopunny is like really not doing a whole lot. Oh, yikes. Didn't think about that one, did I? Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, we are so lucky. That thing has Strong Jaw, and I think threatened huge damage on that turn. I don't know how in the world that's all the damage that was dealt with that Psychic Fangs. That's crazy. Okay, Incin, I'm sorry. You're being threatened really hard here moving forward, because we're definitely going double protect with a double switch out, or like a switch plus parting shot, and it's all you, my boy. Like, you're gonna have to sit in here and take that. So. Yep, no question about it at all. Now, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I probably shouldn't have really done this, to be real with you, because Lopunny could U-turn as well if it has it. That is quite threatening, and I didn't think about it enough, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna get punished for that. So, If so, then oh well, that was my own mistake, and we're just gonna have to accept the fact that that's how we're gonna go out right here, because it's probably, oh no, it goes close combat into Incin. Okay. Okay. What I can hope for is that they do the exact same moves, and then essentially let Incin get KO'd, and then stop them from being able to U-turn out. I shouldn't play around only U-turn, because I don't think everybody runs that realistically, but I do still want to go Parting Shot for sure on this slot, and then go Sableye on the Psychic Fangs, I think. As long as we can dupe them. I'm not gonna lie, they might have just used those moves as a feint to me a little bit, but we're going here with it. He might be Scarfed, because I was looking into Scarf Tyrantrum as well quite a bit, and this might be the only move he even has to hit Psychic Fangs into this slot. Okay, CC. -1. Okay, we live that. He's Tyrantrum's for sure faster. Let's see if it's Psychic Fangs. Yep, okay. I bet it was Scarfed. So we're able to keep Incineroar alive, which is very, very nice. And then we're going to be double protecting on this turn. Now, if they have U-turn and they're smart enough to use that into their own Tyrantrum, that's a really good play, and we have to live with that, because there's nothing I can do about it right now, to be real with you. So, where this leaves me a little bit exposed as well, is that unfortunately we're going to use up our double protect right now. So Sableye is vulnerable next turn, and so is Gengar. So I think we're going to have to hope that we can get off a Perish next turn. I think we outspeed everybody though, and there's no priority moves other than Tinkaton Fake Out. I think, yeah. So what's probably going to happen is I probably have to sack Gengar next turn with the Perish usage. Because, yeah, there's no world where Salazzle is fast enough to outspeed Mega Gengar. And I'm pretty sure their Scarf is probably on Tyrantrum right here as well. Okay. They either didn't have U-turn or they didn't make the play. I don't know which. They doubled up into Gengar slot, for that matter, actually, as well. But this is the first time we've successfully trapped Mega Lopunny. Granted, successfully is a little bit subjective. Or objective. Because I'm not gonna lie, we kind of fumbled that a little bit with the whole Psychic Fangs and the faster Fake Out from Lopunny. How did I forget that that was something that was being threatened as well? I don't know how in the world I screwed that up. Okay, yeah, goodbye Gengar. You're cooked right now. I'm not gonna lie. But we are getting that Perish song off with you. Now where do we go here? It can't be Psychic move into Sableye. There's no world where that's happening. Fairy, however, oh, that's pretty threatening. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I think we go here. And if Incin gets KO'd, then we're going to have to steer a little bit. It's going to maybe be 2v2. And at that point, we have a full health Sableye and a Combo O that's getting absolutely blasted by a Tinkaton Play Rough or a Psychic move from Armarouge. But we are at least intimidating the Tinkaton. And we're getting this Perish off. I'm not going to lie, though. I don't know if I like it a lot. This is a little bit risky, for sure. Maybe they go with a Fire move into that slot. Okay, we do get the Perish off, though. And thankfully, Sableye and Combo aren't going to hear this Perish. Okay, they go Play Rough and we live it. Wow, that was, yeah, interesting. Do they double up? Armor Cannon? Come on, into the Incin. Yep. Oh, we get KO'd, though. That's tough. Okay. We protect. Yeah. This is the double protect play, where, basically, we just double protect, double sack KO, and then protect again at the back, and then we win. We'll do Sableye just so that maybe we can, like, do more interesting plays with it, and, like, you know, hit something like a Disable to try and keep things alive, but we are 100% hitting double protect right now. Because if I'm not mistaken, Perish counts at 3, yep, so that means, boom, we go double protect, both survive the turn. And then, if they have Feint, I think this is how they could. Okay, yeah, I don't know if Tinkaton gets it. I feel like that's something that it would get. But, yeah, we're chilling now. We're good. Home free. +3 games for the day. with I think 2 to go, for that matter as well. Armarouge Psychic. We will probably disable that. And then I'll probably just double protect Gengar, honestly. Or do we just switch him out so we can keep him alive? Yeah, sure. Why not? Actually, in case they have Stealth Rocks or something, I'm not going to do that, because that's how we lose. So, we're going double protect. And Sableye can just leave himself vulnerable. While disabling, well actually... Nah, it's fine. Doesn't matter. We just gotta stick to the plan. Stick to the plan, make sure that we end up just either both getting KO'd right here, and yeah, if they had Stealth Rock or something, little do they know that's low-key their win condition, I think. Bam. Wow, we tank that. Tinkaton's not doing much damage at all. And then we disable the Psych. Alright, cool. See if Sableye lives another. Let's go, Encore to keep Armarouge doing nothing? Okay, they forfeit. Alright. Whew. Alright, we needed this. We needed a nice little stretch right here. I think that's a 3-game win streak after having like 3 losses in 4 games or something like that. Really needed to get back to the positive. We're back into 2,700 territory, which is very good. I mean, all things considered, like, you know, we have 2 more games. We could go down. But, you know, we're still doing pretty solid, I would say. As much as a rough stretch we had right here. I'm going to tally the games up real quick again and make sure we know exactly how many wins and losses we have. And I'll get to you in the next recording, obviously. All right, 5 losses. We're 8-5. So we're going to keep track of only today's record. I don't want to try and combine the records and whatnot of the previous one. But yeah, 8-5, 3 games up. At the absolute worst case scenario, we end 1 game positive. I would really like to keep pushing forward, though. That'd be great if we could at least trade or take a 2-win spree right here and start climbing a little bit again. But anyway, yeah, let's get into it. 2 more games. 8-5. Alrighty. Let's see what we got. Scizor for Farigiraf. Also threatening Rain Team at us as well. So they could do Rain component where it's Scizor, Pelipper, Arch, Basque as the 4. They could do Trick Room Team component where, let's say it's... I'm going to assume it's non-Scarf Basque Legion then. Assuming. Where maybe they have Basque Legion or Archaudon as part of their Trick Room component. Which makes this very tough on us, by the way, because we kind of need Sableye, in my opinion, against the Pelipper Arch lead. Ooh, yikes. Yikes. And then we have to account for Scizor as well. Maybe Snorlax can work the same way as Sableye. I bring him in the back. And then, who do we want still here? Is Kamo good into Scizor? Or is Incin even better? I think so. Yeah. I wonder how this is going to work for the Rain component, though. But maybe Incin can still provide us some value in that regard, too. I really hate that this has 2 modes that are so absolutely different to me. Like, they function so different as far as how my team can work around them. Yeah, they go Pel Arch. Or, yeah, Pel Arch, indeed. I think we go Protect plus Slow Encore into Arch. What kind of sucks here is I usually lead with a Fake Out into, let's say, like, Pelipper here, so it can't set up Tailwind. If it does set up Tailwind, then we're kind of stuck. I can't lie. That's actually, like, really, really bad. If it sets up Tailwind, we're going to have to switch out of Gengar if that's the case. I feel like they should see that, too. Probably. Let's punish whatever Pelipper play gets made. If it is Tailwind, Oh, you gotta be kidding me. They switch out of it. They go Sneasler. Okay, a hard switch into Sableye is a decent play next time. It's just now we're a little bit vulnerable to Arch on Gengar is really, really bad. We could disable it, though. It's going to be a 50-50, though. It's just going to be, do they, like, switch up their move or not, to be completely honest with you. So, like, if they want to keep using Electro Shot and we hit Disable on it, that's what would be really valuable, because then we switch into Sableye and hit Encore into it, as it's, you know, into a disabled move. Is this in... Okay, yes. Alright. This is a no-brainer switch into Sableye. We have to just hope this goes well, though. I'm going to be real with you. We have to hope they're readying Electro Shot again. If they're not, I think we lose. I don't know what else we could do, though. I'm just being completely honest. There's no steering out of this other than the play that I'm making right now of going Disable fast, like fast Disable, stop him from using Electro Shot again, and he was already readying it to try and just keep stacking up, you know? And then we hit the Encore with Prankster on Sableye the next turn. We need no Dire Claw nonsense either. But, like, to be fair, I feel like it's pretty likely he's hitting close combat into Snorlax. Yep, come on. Electro. Yes! Big. Alright. We perish plus Encore now, 100%. No doubt about it. Okay, yep. Sneasler, what do you have up your sleeve for me? If he has Throat Chop, that's threatening for sure, but maybe we could still play around it. I tell y'all what, these dudes that use Arch get so greedy. They greed so hard with using that stuff over and over again. Let's see statuses. None. I've been really lucky with those lately, being honest. Like, I've truly been benefiting a ton off it. Yo, I'm about to hit Sneasler with some tech. Check this out. Let me think real quick. Yeah, we're cool with that, right? Because Pelipper plus Scizor is probably going to be in the back. Unless they didn't bring a Mega, which could be kind of threatening, I'm not going to lie. But, how long is Arch doing this for, again? Disable, Encore. It's going to end, and he's going to be able to do a move. So, what we need to think is, we need to get a switch out on a turn where, we're going to switch both of these out on the turn where we need a Fake Out being readied on the next one. So I'll pay attention to that more on the next turn, because I don't really have the turn order in my head, like, perfectly right now. Alright, they are going to struggle from the Arch slot. It's into Sableye, okay. So, Perish count, I believe right here should hit 2. Yes. Now, do we need to switch into Incin right now so that next turn we can Fake Out Arch, or does Arch just cooked regardless? Yes, we need to switch into Incin right now on one of the slots, and that's going to be in the Sableye slot because Gengar has to stay out here for one more turn. And Sneasler is Encore disabled comboed, so we're good to protect Gengar, switch Incin in, Fake Out the Arch, then hard switch Gengar out on the turn after. White Herb Sneasler might pop off here, but we don't care. So, yeah. If anything, that's good scouting, actually, for that matter, too, that we know a Sash isn't, or that a Sash could be somewhere else as well, like Basculegion, potentially. Oh, you protect Gengar from some struggle damage, which is actually kind of valuable, too, for that matter. See if it also goes. Yes, beautiful. Because they're both going down to Perish anyway, so we literally do not care. So now we're faking out Arch just to make sure it's not doing any big damage. And then we're switching Gengar out, and we're home free for like damage on everybody, pretty much. Do we like Sableye with like a Fake Out readily available? I think so, personally. Fake Out plus Parting Shot, maybe. We could like do that into the Scizor slot, potentially. It's going to be Scizor in the rain is something to keep in mind. Do we low-key... Do we want Sableye out, or do we want Snorlax early? Snorlax would wall low-key. Hold on, let's think about this real quick. So I'm just gonna go Sableye because that's what he's gonna be good for, is whittling things down early. And then we need the fake out, like I said. So yeah, I like this. It's a very good setup right now. We steered our way through that Rain Team lead really, really good, especially while having to cover for if it was Farigiraf. We kind of just led the Snorlax to check for both. And it works, too. It really does. Sneasler struggle into Sableye again. It's not ideal. I wish it was Incin, probably. I don't know. We'll see, though. Maybe not. I'm glad they switched Sneasler in, for the record. It was such a bad switch in. I guess it was... hey, I said it in one of my videos, too. Like, they really would like to do stuff like that into Snorlax, but the problem is you can't do that, because I have Sableye ready to punish you for it, especially next to a Gengar. So, yeah. I mean, as much as you think Sneasler is a big play into Snorlax, he's not when I have him paired with the right allies. Alright, so we have Fake Out available on our... It's Farigiraf. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, well... No Mega. Sableye's useless. So... Just let him get KO'd. Unfortunately, I think. This isn't over now, unfortunately. Do I save Sableye as, like, fodder for later? I think he's better as, like, dead weight, like, body for, like, our Perish counter, if you get what I'm saying. And I think we go Parting Shot into Farigiraf, just so that if Pelipper sets up Tailwind, Farigiraf doesn't threaten to KO into our Gengar. But, like, oof. This is... We're in danger a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. More than I thought we were gonna be. Maybe I should have done damage into Farigiraf. Gosh, dude, this is the stuff I'm talking about. You never know what the heck people are gonna bring. You just literally didn't bring a Mega. Okay, they didn't Tailwinds. I kind of like that. Incin gets one tap to there, which is okay. I'm not really bugging. They go Trick Room, though? They do. I Encore that all day. Alright, we have them cooked. I think. Unless they go Protect. So I'm going Protect plus Encore. But we have them kind of pinned, I think. So Big Snore was actually worth it in the end. And this is where I was talking about using Sableye as fodder, maybe, because it actually might be valuable in this sense. Maybe I should have gone Perish. Yeah, I did my turn way too quickly. I should have probably perished with Gengar. But now the dimensions are back to normal, and Farigiraf can't use Psychic, so I think this is cool. Yeah, we got him. We got him good. I think I have to Protect with Snorlax, unfortunately, though, because that's the only way we can get our Last Resort online. So we have to do that, plus I'm going Perish. Snorlax is by far the slowest mon on the field, like no doubt about it. And even still, I don't know if Pelipper can really take KOs into Gengar easy enough. And then we still have Last Resort ready to like fire off some damage too. Low-key though, I think the way that I could have trolled here is if they end up, like, the Perish counter runs out while Trick Room is still up, what I might need to do is switch Sableye in right now. Like, for Gengar. Because this is going back and forth and I don't like the idea of how this is setting up. What I might do actually is just protect Gengar one more turn and then switch Sableye in. I think that saves me pretty good here. Let's go here, I think. I mean, I can think on this a little bit. So Trick Room's going to keep going back and forth. Pelipper is the only one threatening big damage. However, this Encore ends in one more turn. But if I can protect Gengar, switch Sableye in... Okay. Perish 3 count. Protect, switch in, protect. I think we're good. I could have this twisted, though. What I'm concerned about here is that I think Snorlax just wins this 1v1 easy, like super, super easy, or like 1v2, as you can see. The problem is I put a timer on him, so it's a little bit concerning. Dang, that was actually bigger damage than I thought, too. Okay, so how are these dimensions working right now? Gengar, Pell. This is normal, so it's normal setup right now. So Gengar can just come in off this sacrifice turn of Sableye and just win, I think, is how this works. Yeah. I just want to make sure I had this right. Because, boom, we sack him. Gengar's going to come in back next turn and just protect and win. Right? Yes. Sorry, I'm overthinking this quite a bit. Just don't want to fumble. Okay. Just counts at 2 right now. At the end of this turn, it's going to hit 1. At the end of the next turn, it's going to hit 0. So, alright, they take the KO into Sableye. This is what I was kind of getting at right here. They have Psychic Fangs on their Farigiraf. That's interesting. Okay, Pelipper's gone too. Like I said, I probably sold Snorlax a little bit by just kind of leaving him not to just win this 1v2 in a comfortable way, and we probably could have just done Shadow Ball damage and stuff like that. Because low-key, what could have happened is Farigiraf could have used Trick Room right here if we didn't manage this properly, and they forfeit or something. Okay, I don't know why that was taking so long. But Farigiraf could have used Trick Room right here, and I would have got KO'd first. Is how that could have been really, really bad. Imagine I ran out of PP on Gengar. It only had 4. That could have been bad, too. It's so unlikely that I ever end a game with, like, no protects available, though. But anyway, since Gengar has left the field, Paris Trap will not KO him. And then even if Farigiraf uses the Trick Room, we're chilling. So, yeah. I wonder how many people would have peeped that, though. Like, of flipping the speed on it so that they get KO'd first. Or last. If you get what I'm saying. So, anyway. Since they didn't, Farigiraf goes down first. And then Snorlax will after. So that was our easy win condition right there. But, geez, yeah. I made that a little bit more complicated than I need to. Hey, we end with 2 alive, too. Alright. So we were 8-5. That makes us 9-5. And we're riding a 4-game win streak now, and we're into the top 2,000 as well. Nice. 1 more game to go as well. So, yeah, let's just get right into it. Alright, final game here. We're 9-5. Ending at 10-5 would be great. Let's lock in. Just focus on just the 1 game we have left here. Alright, Sand Team, Excadrill, T-Tar. Mimikyu is so rough for us, I'm not going to lie, and so is Hydreigon, especially if it's Scarfed. Alright, we got to really, really think here. Snorlax is a safe play that could at least give me some buffer and isn't screwed over by anybody on the field right now. Rotom Wash, Kamo-O is big for, but like Mimikyu is threatening and so is Hydreigon. Boy, this is a tough team. I cannot lie to y'all. It's very, very tough. We could go Gengar Prim and maybe just lead with an early Perish, but the problem is they have Mimikyu to like kind of deal with our, Perish and like have a Ghost type being threatening into us as well. So like, then Incin is like decent play. Which honestly, I think I'm going to lead that regardless. I'm trying to think though. Corv? I feel like Corv plus Mimikyu would be the worst for us. Gosh, and I feel like I need Kamo-O for the whole Excadrill T-Tar. Is Incineroar actually valuable? I mean, yes. We need Kamo-O though too, and then I gotta decide between Snorlax, Sableye. I'm going here for more bulk. Sableye loses his sash in the sand, and he kind of is still threatened by even something like Mimikyu as well, so I think we need Snorlax to play a good Sableye sub, sort of. I feel like it's gonna be Mimikyu lead. Like, it has to be. Yes, I mean, it was so obvious that it's going to be. Okay, it's really, really, really annoying just because, like, Mimikyu is such a kryptonite to our squad right now. There's White Herb, okay. We are going Protect with kind of the full intention, to be real with y'all, of like just basically hitting this Mimikyu disguise off and then starting to try and do good damage into it. We need to get this thing out of here. Hydreigon Mimikyu is terrible for us, like, as far as it being on the field. So even if we have to switch into something, we're going to have to play this slow and not perish the early part of this. They are, however, dropped on their attack by 1. So Hydreigon is still a problem. But we're just going to Protect right here to kind of avoid this first. And chances are, Hydreigon Scarf is very popular, so I don't really want to play around and disable into it. I'm a little bit concerned about that. I feel like the obvious play for them, if they are Scarfed, is just simply go Dark Pulse into Gengar. And let's see it. Yeah, okay. So we're probably going Snorlax on that slot, honestly. Play Rough on Incin. That's even with the attack drop. It's kind of annoying. Alright, Disguise busted. Now the thing is, we could Shadow Ball the Mimikyu and get the KO on it, but it could switch out for 1, and then for 2, Hydreigon with Scarf is pretty threatening into us as well. If we really genuinely believe it's Scarfed, we could switch Kamo-O right now. But I think Snorlax is a better neutral play, and Kamo-O is way more important for things like Excadrill T-Tar if they brought them as well. So we go Snorlax here, and then I think still go Darkest Lariat again into Mimikyu. I think a better play might be Parting Shot into Hydreigon. But then I have to bring something back in. Let's just go here. Be normal, be neutral about it. Alright, we do let their Hydreigon get off the field though, in this case. They do go Dark Pulse. This should do pretty good damage, but yeah, not anything too concerning. They go Play Rough and double up into that slot. I would say not ideal, but it's not that bad, really. This is a 2-hit KO easy, so now they're threatened in that slot, and we probably go... I want to say Protect, but like, I don't know if we need to is the thing, but we have to do something. So, maybe we do Protect on Snorlax, because Encore has 0 value on the next turn, and we still Lariat here. Or do we Parting Shot expecting a switch, and absolutely cook them and go into Kamo-O right here, if like T-Tar or Excadrill get on the field. Problem is if Mimikyu stays, then we have no damage. I think I have to play this pretty neutral again, unfortunately. Okay, they take Hydreigon out. And it's Rotom. Okay. Wasn't expecting that either. And they double switch. Okay, yeah, the Parting Shot would have been a way better play. Chances are it's probably Body Press into the Snorlax. And then I don't really know what Rotom has here. So once again, another squad that doesn't bring a Mega Pokemon. I'm telling y'all, man, like, I don't know. Just, it's such a crazy play, for that matter, in my opinion. But, alright, how do we feel about this? Rotom and Corv. I feel like Snorlax is very vulnerable right now. However, is he even useful into... I mean, he's kind of useful for walling Hydreigon. I mean, Kamo-O walls Rotom really good. We just have to figure, is Corviknight gonna hit like a... I mean, if it hits Body Press, we're not even concerned about that, really. Rotom Wash, very likely, though, kind of a problem. We have... Gosh, we almost have Snorlax online is the problem, but I don't know if we can even afford to keep him in. I think we have to, though. I don't know how I feel about this. I'm more so doing the switch for the Rotom Wash. Okay, dude, they switched out Corv back into Hydreigon just to reset its moves, I guess. But we switch Incin out. Are they going Volt Switch maybe too? Hydro Pump, okay. So they're stuck using this. They can't Volt Switch now. They crit that too, of course. It's kind of annoying though, just because now we're kind of threatened. But what do we do with Snorlax now? I'd like to protect him just to keep getting leftovers HP. And I feel like they're pretty threatened by that too. And we have Last Resort on now, so like that's kind of valuable. Hydro Pump has to be used over and over again, and if we protect Snorlax, it can't hit into that slot. If it hits into Incin, we lose our Intimidate value, but the only thing we can even Intimidate now is Mimikyu. And Mimikyu's Disguise has been busted, so that's not even that big a concern. However, Kamo-O and Snorlax can't do any damage into Mimikyu. So we kind of need Incin. Problem is, they have a nasty little Draco Meteor coming into the slot too, potentially. So, we're going to have to dance around this Mimikyu quite a bit, to be real with you. I feel like they might switch Rotom out, potentially. Okay, they both stay in. They double into the Incin. It's Draco, yes, into the Kamo-O slot. Ooh, that's maybe big? Maybe. Oh, it is big. It is big. Okay. So now we can fake out Rotom or something like that, because I feel like Hydreigon is useless and is probably going to switch out into Mimikyu. Problem is, I don't know if I like that. So what if we just go fake out plus Last Resort into Rotom? And just kind of obliterate, bro. And expect that it's a switch out from Hydreigon since it's -2 special attack. I think I like that, because honestly, Incineroar doesn't really have a lot of value anymore. Yeah, okay, this was obvious switch out in my opinion. And they go Corv. But this should be pretty big damage. Fake out plus Last Resort. Let's see it. Boom! About 70. Oh, it almost takes the KO. Oh, it was a crit. Okay, that's why. Okay. I think an obvious switch now would be to go, let's say, Mimikyu into the Rotom slot so that I can do nothing with Snorlax. Do I like an Encore into Corv? Just in case it hits like Body Press, we can make it useless into something like Gengar. And man, at some point I need to get Gengar back in here, and especially when it's not something like, let's say, I mean, right now might be the best time of any, to be real with y'all. Thing is, they might go Hydreigon again, but then I could just like kind of protect and like let Snorlax fire off some Last Resorts into him. I mean, when is Gengar going to see value? It's going to be against either Rotom, Corv. Yeah, it needs to not be Hydreigon. So, like, right now, I might as well just do this switch, to be real with you. I maybe should have just fired off some Last Resort damage, but I'm concerned about that Rotom switching out. Okay, it didn't, and it goes Hydro Pump. We're cooked off that. That was a terrible play then. I just didn't think it was going to be doing something like that. We did Encore the Corv into Bulk Up, though. That is very, very valuable. Huge. It's kind of what I was playing for. A little bit. I mean, that's very, very useful. That Corv is stuck doing nothing now for quite a while. And it can't switch out either, because we just got the Shadow Tag in. Do I think Rotom is Scarfed anyway? I think now I go Last Resort plus Protect on Gengar. I wish I was paying attention to the turns a little bit better, to be real. Thing is, they go into that slot. What if I perish right here? No, we don't want that. Oh wait, Rotom has to Volt Switch is the thing too. Okay. It's gotta be Volt Switch into Snorlax if that is the case. I will get information. No, I won't get information because we're protecting with Gengar right now. Oh wait, no, I will though, because it was using Hydro Pump. So the only thing it would do if it was Scarfed is Hydro Pump. Okay, it's not Scarfed, so we can just outspeed him and KO him next turn. Easy. And I think we double into that slot just in case it's The only problem is this Corv is going to become a threat if we don't start hitting a Paris like right now. But we can't, man, because Rotom's hitting Protect. Okay, it's Encore for one more turn. We need a fake out in as soon as that becomes a threat. What if we just... Do we switch Snorlax out right now? No, because Hydreigon, we have to have something online ready for it. We do this, and if it switches into Mimikyu, we get the KO with it into Shadow Ball, with like Shadow Ball into it. And then if it's Hydreigon, we hit him with a combo of Last Resort plus Shadow Ball as well. If it's just Rotom, we take a KO. I don't know if we have to be sad about that. Let me go look at Mimikyu Shadow Sneak. Okay, they stay in. Let's do a max attack Mimikyu. It's definitely taking a KO on our Gengar. This is kind of bad still. That is nice that it redirects there. I actually wasn't even planning on it. That's big damage. Did we crit him? We did. Okay, yeah. Makes sense. Corv is being a little bit of a menace. I'm not gonna lie to you. He is being a bit of a menace. This should be Mimikyu. No doubt about it. The problem is we can't do any damage into Mimikyu. They're tripping if it's Hydreigon. Like, they're tripping hard. Problem is, too... Oh, wow. Okay. Last Resort plus what? We're gonna need something ready for... Gosh, it's kind of tough. Okay, if they expose themselves... I don't know if we... Do we need Gengar? We need Gengar, because we can't even do damage into this Mimikyu at the end. Dude, I think we're cooked, though. I think we're in a bad spot of the HP with the Shadow Sneak. Okay, Kamo-O doesn't see much value anymore, to be honest. The problem is that, low-key, I need to kind of do something about Corv. Oh, gosh. I might have fumbled here. We'll have to see. Scarf Hydreigon, indeed. He goes into Snorlax with it, though. Okay. I called their bluff, kind of, but I can't say I was so much planning on it. Oh, gosh. Okay. Scarf Hydreigon threatens us so much, though, next turn with, like, a Dark Pulse into Gengar. It's almost like it's writing on the wall. But now Corv is back online as well with, like, a crazy bulk upset. And I feel like I nearly just have to take a KO into it. Oh, we're in danger. I have to give up Gengar. I have to give up Gengar easy. Problem is... Oh, shoot. That's not good either. Oh, man. Corv threatens so much damage with +4. We're sacking Incin. Oh, no. It's such a bad play. It's a bad play. I forgot about Mirror Armor. Oh, shoot. I don't know, though. I was stuck in such an awful spot right now. Okay, they went Dark Pulse, and, I mean, we do sack Incin into that slot, so it's not that bad. But if Snorlax can live this, that's our out. If we can't, then we're cooked. Body Press. Brave Bird. Oof. +4. Yeah, that's tough. Does it KO itself with the Brave Bird recoil since it's Snorlax, though? Yes, it does. Okay. Who we even have left now? It's Kamo-O and Gengar. We're cooked. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. We're cooked. What's our out right now? We live a Shadow Sneak somehow. It's 44 to 53% on Gengar with like a max attack invest from Mimikyu. And not to mention, Hydreigon threatens us too. And then Kamo-O's threatened by Mimikyu as well. Dude, this is awful. Whatever. We don't have enough time for multiple turns. Let's just fire this off and see what happens. Oh, wait. But if they KO... Yeah, this is bad. if they KO Gengar at all, even with the Dark Pulse, yeah. So what would have happened if I protected here? It comes down to would I have lived this Play Rough or something from Mimikyu that it's going to fire off. Oh my god, it missed! We would have won! Oh my gosh, I can't, like, I couldn't think about it being played around that in the moment, though. But wow, if we would have protected Gengar and the Play Rough missed, we would have won. I mean, we lose. It is what it is. I don't know. I'm just going to rest. Hope the clock runs out. But the 3-minute thing hasn't popped up at all. The problem is I can't do any damage into Mimikyu. Oh my god, it missed again. Oh, we ran out of time too, and I could have hoped for like a tie at best is what I was pretty much shooting for with this play. It's kind of crazy that both our timers are both at like a minute and less, but like the game clock isn't actually running down. Can I like shoot this down as long as possible? Dude, why am I not seeing the game clock on here anymore? Is it in battle info? Okay, it is. Yeah, there's 4 minutes left. What in the world? Why are there 4 minutes of this? Ah, man. It just figures we ended up in a 1v1 with this as our play. Unbelievable. Oh, part of me wanted to just protect too, but like, it just figures. That's the butterfly effect of this stuff. It just, like, it's crazy that that could have been the outcome. I was concerned about Gengar, sort of, from both slots, but like, I just felt like, I don't know, we just didn't have enough time either, or also like, we just had to guess something. Guess that it would go well. Alright, so that was 30 out of 30. I believe that means we lost. I lost track again. Let me think. I think it means we lost 6, right? We went like, no, 9 and 6 sounds too good as well, though. Let me count them up. Alright, we lost that one right there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah. 6 L's. Indeed. 9 and 6. Not that bad. I don't know. Not good either, though, but it's a little tough. A little bit of an uneventful video, I will say, but hopefully we can just come back for day 3 a little bit better. Let's see this. We're ranked 2,600. It's not that bad, even still. But yeah, we did drop a little bit from yesterday to today. 261,000 people participating though. Still being top 3K is like still pretty good though. But yeah, I don't know. We could have done better for sure. But I don't know. We'll probably make some adjustments to the team even still, because obviously this isn't a foolproof team for like winning against everybody. I don't know what it even is in Pokemon though, to be fair, to be real with y'all. But I don't know. We'll see where we go with things. But one thing's for sure, we're still playing with this exact same team tomorrow. So anyway, vid's gonna go up. We'll have like 3 videos up today, even still again, and then yeah, tomorrow we'll finish off with day 3. So yeah, I'm sure I'll recap some post-com starting right here as well. Alright, so as you guys can see, if you're still here in this video and you want to leave a comment, feel free to let me know. I know watching all the way through this one is about to be a grueling, insanely like grind, but yeah, tough run for sure. We end up going 9 and 6. 6 losses is rough, but we did have a good stretch. We ended up winning about 3 or 4 in a row, I think, and ended on a really good note. Unfortunately, the very final game did not so much run into a Mimikyu, and that's always going to be the biggest threat of existence ever. And then Hydreigon too, like, just go figure, you know, Scarf Hydreigon with Mimikyu with the White Herb as well. So like, long story short, I think that one was destined for a loss, to be real with y'all. I think that's an auto loss for this team, and it's unfortunate that's the case. But yeah, anytime we play against a Mimikyu, it's gonna be awful. So bad. So then it didn't help anything either that we ended up bringing 2 Mons that couldn't do any damage to Mimikyu. Not a good idea to bring, you know, Snorlax and Kamo-O both. But the thing is, I felt like it was pretty necessary, but they didn't end up bringing a Mega either. So again, a lot of people boofed me with that, of the whole not bringing Megas and just like kind of being misleading in that sense, and you bring things to counter into those, but then they don't even bring them. So anyway, that was the case for a lot of the games. As you can see, though, we do still end at 2.6k, or like, you know, a number 2,600 with a 1626 on the elo. Realistically, what that means is I'm pretty much like 4 games down from what would have been top 300. So if we could have swung two losses into 2 wins, I feel like that means we would have flipped this around by like 60 points pretty much, and then we'd be sitting at like, you know, 16, almost 1690 as well. So that's how fickle this stuff is if I could have just swung 2 losses throughout 30 games into 2 wins, we would be literally top 300. But unfortunately, didn't work out that way for me. We're still sitting at 2.6. I think we could still come back from that if we have a really good day 3 and finish on the leaderboard maybe, but it's asking a lot, to be fair. I think what I'm probably going to be shooting for as a goal is to still try and sustain here and finish top 2,000 would be kind of like a good goal that I can shoot for, because honestly, even that is still like meaning that it's the top 1%. Like if you're in a, you know, 262,000 participants tournament and you finish in like the top 2,000, it's still a very, very good threshold to be in, obviously. So, yeah, I'd say that's probably my goal, is finishing top 2K, which in order to do so, we probably need 10 more wins tomorrow, I would think. So, yeah, anyway, gonna get straight into that. I'm probably gonna head to sleep pretty soon after I get done editing this video and doing the everything you need to know about probably Surledge video as well. And then we did the Snorlax vid today if you'd like to check that out. So throughout this whole process of doing 30 games in 2 days, I'm still doing the triple uploads, and we're still doing, you know, everything that we typically would be. While I had a little bit of time with I was doing stuff with my dad, which was why the reason I was not playing the games at the same time as I'd prefer to be, of the a little bit less sweaty runs, if you ask me, which would have been me playing at like 9 p.m. my time, of exactly when the timer ticks like of a new day for this tournament right here. So anyway, a little tough. I am looking forward to grinding tomorrow even still, and like getting this you know, results of this global challenge. At the same time, I'm looking forward to also experimenting a little bit more again, and like being a little bit more free in my gameplay, if you get what I'm saying, and kind of messing around with different Pokemon and stuff again. But pretty soon, you know, in no time, we're also coming down to the end of the season, as we only have 10 days left. So we'll probably be looking at new Pokemon pretty soon as well. So a lot of this is going to be just getting better with the fundamentals of Perish as well, and like maybe trying to find different modes that actually work well for the team on top of that. So anyway, that's all for this vid. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new to Noties, all good stuff. Like always, try this one to 200 likes, and if you did make it to the end of this exactly long video of probably 4+ hours, put Lake in the comments, show support that you made all the way through, or you could say, yo, Laker, I watched the whole video, if you want to as well. So anyway, we've been earning a decent bit of VP along the way as well. So yeah, anyway, I appreciate y'all for watching, and yeah, stay tuned for day 3 as well. Other than that, take it easy, man. Peace.